Salut, salut, sacred souls! C'est Syrian Mermaid, and welcome back to Le Channel. Bienvenue. I'm popping up on you. I have purple lighting. Let's see how much you guys like the intensity of the purple versus the yellow. But yes, you guys, I am here. And we are going to finish up the all signs messages that I started channeling for on Saturday night. I hope and pray that everyone's doing amazing. And yeah, we're just gonna hop right into it. We are popping off with Scorpio. That's where we left off. We finished Aries through Libra last time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sage. I'm just like making up my own carols. Like, I don't know. I'm so feeling chippery today. In this moment, I just finished putting on some spanking good burritos for mi familia. So, just have a little jam session. I love giving people the itis, okay? Because your girl loves to cook. And that's all that is. Okay. Yes. Yes, Gemma. Yes. Absolutely. It's actually long overdue. Hola, ¿cómo estás, bonita? Okay. Period. Reina Gemma is in the chat. Okay. I still need to work on my Spanish. So you might be laughing, and that's okay. But yes. Woo woo. Yes. And as Gemma says, welcome to the chat room. Let's be respectful. If you don't agree, you are not obligated to stay. Ashe. All right, you guys. So, as more and more of us come into the room, I'm just going to kind of reset my little lip gloss with my cute little cerise brillante, okay, à lèvres by Avenue Neuf. All right. So we're going to start out for Scorpio. And yes, I have my hourglass and I'm going to use it tonight. Yes. 222. Wow. Harmony. Yes. And Gemma, I'm honored that to have you here in the Soul Tribe. It's just, yes, it's definitely mutual. So yes, I'm excited. Okay. I got some nasty green juice here as well to keep me powering through this, okay? Because I need to be healthy, okay, Ashe? Ugh, delicious. That's what I tell myself. Guys, it's got like celery juice, chard, like all kinds of greens, and I think it has some ginger, spinach, like a bunch of stuff that's really, really good for your liver. So definitely get into the healthy stuff, but that's not why we're on here. I highly, highly, highly recommend. All right, Scorpio, are y'all ready for this? So this is about the love that you actually deserve. These are specifically love messages for Scorpio through Pisces. All right, so I'm going to put the timestamps here, and it's going to be down below in the description box as well, Soul Tribe. All right, welcome in. And mind the pinned comment here. There's been like just a lot of trolls and random crazy energy. So only those who are subscribed to the channel, my Sacred Soul Tribe members, are able to comment and engage with the with me in the chat. So welcome to our Sacred Soul Tribe. Definitely consider joining on if you love the vibes and want to get your weekly and daily, stay tuned, messages, okay, for your sign and whichever readings connect with you, okay? Any more announcements before I get into Scorpio? Yes. Okay, the last announcement. Did you guys go outside and check out the full supermoon? We have the Aries full moon, super harvest moon. It's like a rare supermoon today, October 6th, and it's so large. I went out earlier and I told my family, I was like, get up, look, we gotta go outside. Let's go outside. And they're like, what the heck? And I was like, let's go outside. Come on, we have to go outside. And I was like, we were all just staring at the moon like, wow. Other side of the moon. Anyway, I just thought that was fun. I want to share that. If you can find a time and a place to sneak away from your daily activities or winding down for bed, just peek outside and look at the moon. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It looks huge. It's beautiful. It's super bright. And just soak up those full moon vibes. The full moon is a time to release and just prepare for new intentions to come in, but to purge first so you can welcome in new things with a lot of love and a lot of light. Yes, that was have to gain good. Yes, to gain good karma. That's right. All right, y'all. Prepare for the moment you've all been waiting for. Okay, I gotta get my show woman talk together. Okay. Scorpio! All my Scorpios, holla at me. Holla if you need me. Okay, let's go. We're going to turn it over and we're going to look into love. We're going to start by tapping into shades of the oracle as we've done last time. Let's go, Scorpio. So drop your sign in the chat. Welcome to the Sacred Soul Tribe. Drop your sign in the chat. All right, and get all cozy with me. Hope you got your snacks. Yes, it's Monday night, but you know, you deserve to have a little fun. And I feel like everyone's always acting like Monday's like, oh no, Monday's so much and I'm so tired and I wish the weekend was longer. Just make it fun now. But anyway, enhance natural beauty, Scorpio. I love this. I love this card. Okay, so it says, can y'all see me clearly? Enhance natural beauty. So for those of you, I think this is a time for y'all to look more into different ways of enhancing your beauty, whether if you're feminine and you're really into makeup, I would highly consider getting into makeup and some sort of beauty or skincare routine. Also your skincare, your health and your beauty has a lot to do with your diet. Just it starts from the ground up, right? So what, plants and herbs and teas and supplements, hydration is a big thing. Water, drink your water, have the electrolytes in there, your coconut water, like, enhance your natural beauty from the inside and the outside, Scorpio. And I just feel like beautifying your home and all of these different things, you're going to just have more of a glow to you. Something about ASMR is standing out to me for some reason, like listening to more sounds that kind of like cleanse your brain, like it gives your brain almost like like it's just like so refreshing. That's standing out to me. And just kind of raising your vibration. And I notice, like, personally, and I notice for a lot of other people, like when you are looking and feeling like your best, like you feel like $1,000,000, that's normally when you look like $1,000,000, you tend to feel like $1,000,000, and vice versa. When you feel like $1,000,000, you then put more into yourself, invest in yourself to look like $1,000,000. So I definitely want to put that out there for you all. I feel like you are attracting someone who's going to be very naturally attracted to you, or attracted to your natural beauty, but and it's important for you to just invest more in your appearance, not for the sake of others, but to just love you and the different, like, aesthetic things that you want to improve for yourself or enhance or just beautify more of yourself. Definitely look into that. Like, don't let people judge. I mean, people project anything onto you about what you should or shouldn't do with your appearance, or if you want to do like a huge change or different look that's really like going to make you stand out and more attractive and all of that, then do it. Just definitely this is the time to just put on your new vibe, be a new version of yourself, and to be able to perceive yourself through that light, because a lot of you may not have identified, like, I'm super beautiful, I'm super hot or handsome, or maybe you don't always walk around saying that or whatever, but it's time for you to actually claim that and like step into it. Like, get into it for real, Scorpio. Because look, be open and humble. I think you're someone who can be pretty, like, okay to yourself. But I would say just be open to new experiences too. There may be things that you may never have thought of trying before because you're like, wait, this is kind of weird. But I would say honestly, just give it a try. Just give it a go. You'll be surprised what one open-minded decision can lead to a lot more beautiful things. And then it says contemplate the matter. So just kind of like reflecting more. I love this card. I want you to see it. full color. Contemplate the matter. So we're gonna get more clarifiers, like a clarifier for that. I am pulling one card per deck for the other ones. So let's see, Scorpio. What is one card, Spirit, that we can get for our beautiful Scorpion tribe regarding your love life at this time? I noticed the comment section is pretty quiet tonight, Gemma, and you know that's so funny because I think that I limited it this time, so I think that it's just going to filter better for my mental sanity because you know how I get distracted. I'm not really worried about people commenting a bunch of random stuff anyway. I really just want to keep it open for Soul Tribe, but yeah, we'll see. I can also adjust the timer of how long someone can be subscribed, so I'm just kind of playing with it and seeing how I feel, but you know how it is. I get pretty distracted with all the commentary and trying to block out negativity. And nobody has time for that, you know. Nobody has time for that. So there. Okay, Spirit. So I guess there's no one to worry about right now. At least right now. I don't want to jinx myself. Okay, 3 cards just keep wanting to come out. So 333 could be a huge thing. 222 could be seeing a lot. Emperor reverse. Yeah, I feel like kind of just like Scorps, some of you could be really intense or like really maybe aggressive sometimes when it comes to your standards, when it comes to love, when it comes to your boundaries. And I really, really do understand that. But something about letting your guard down at this time is really important when it comes to love and being like open-minded and just like getting to meet different people or even like forgiving your past and not holding people, newer people or people that you're connecting with to the past situations. I do see somebody offering you something that helps to beautify yourself. So somebody can get like, for example, this is a very specific example, but take it as it resonates. Yes, no, for real. Literally, Gemma. Yes. Oh, and this is actually a Scorpio card, by the way, 6 of Cups. I see someone offering you something, and you may be feeling like, I don't know, and it's you're being called to release control. That's what the Emperor reverse is telling me. Release control and really contemplate the matter, as in try not to be so apathetic to new opportunities. You may not see that this is actually a full cup right here. This is actually a full cup, Scorp. You may not see that, you may perceive it as to be empty, but it looks like your angels, your higher self is attracting in, connect, bringing in, bringing in a new cup of love. So you see this cloud looks like a heart as well. And you can feel like over it, I'm done. You're just like, but that's when you're looking at these things, you try not to take, again, with these 3 cups, 333, try not to take this energy to your next chapter. And for some of you, this could be 3 specific past lovers or like failed starts or just things that didn't work. There's like 3 specific connections or relationships. I'm not saying these are all romantic, but there's different 3 particular cups. For many of you, this is romantic, all of them, all 3. But some of you, this could be like a parent, a friend, ex-friend, ex-lover, like whatever. But there's like 3 particular people I think have had quite the damper on how you perceive yourself in love and how you show up in love and how you present yourself based on what you were, how comfortable you felt being yourself around these people, like what they kind of condition you to feel like you deserve, if that makes sense. Because the 4 cups wants to come out on top of the enhanced natural beauty card. So you could have even questioned your potential, your beauty, or your desirability, your attractiveness in love because of certain people that kind of maybe tore your confidence down, or just, I don't know, they just weren't as empowering for you. But I'm getting that because of that, you could have become tougher or seem more like, I don't care, whatever, on the outside. But I feel like it's time for you to be more open and humble to the good things in life. Because again, like I usually like to say, and you may have heard me say this in past readings as well, Scorps, is that when you put your guard up and you block off your heart chakra in one way, you usually block it off, and kind of like when you put the walls up, you block off that whole section. So your heart can still have opening, for certain people or things. But I feel like when you put a quick guard up just as a protective measure and you just get like kind of reactive in that sense, I think that just shuts out a lot of other things too, because you then sever yourself from accessing that store of energy within you. So blocking off that heart chakra, being able to tap into that is going to play a big part in how your ability to attract and allow yourself to receive. Okay, and to give and share, an equal exchange, harmony, Six of Cups. I love that for you. Okay, with the Six of Cups here. So I do see someone giving you something. For some of you, if you're divine feminine, it could be like, hey, go get some money to go get your hair done, get your nails did, or go on vacation, or some sort of a bonus, some sort of, I see somebody extending you a gift. So for some of you, this could be your birthday coming up. I see 10:31 on the clock, 10:31 p.m. Okay, so around Halloween time, that's moving into Scorpio season, late October. Something around later this month, or into Scorpio season. So the whole Scorpio season. But it may start later this month. Somebody may be asking you like different things to kind of get idea of like what you like, what your type is, like what your vibe is, and things that you're interested in. Like someone's trying to learn you. Okay. So yes. Okay, Scorp. So I hope that helps. Contemplate the matter. Yeah, it's more like contemplating how you move forward, and reflecting on what you want to see in your life, and not so much on the past disappointments. Contemplating more like sitting on and just really bathing in all of the love that's in your life and all of the love that is going to come in, right? So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay, Scorps? Now let's tap into the rhythm of love oracle. How's everybody feeling? Everybody is incredibly quiet. I know there are usually a lot of new Soul Tribe members, so I'm going to probably adjust the settings for next time. But I think it was worth the experiment just to see. Because, Gemma, I don't want you to feel like you're just talking to yourself. That's not fun. Okay, let's go live on Instagram. Yeah, I'll just kind of, maybe I'll leave it like this. I just don't want the lighting to be all blurry in my face. Okay. And my face. Oh, Lord. Okay, here we go, Scorps. This is your card. You've been hiding something deep within your heart. You've been hiding something deep within your heart. Your partners can see that you hold back on being your true self in their presence. What is it that you're afraid of showing? Being vulnerable can help you move to the next level in your relationships. So, yes, letting down your defenses. And you don't have to be all super like, oh my God, all this information about me, but just like allowing yourself to open up, allowing yourself to be available for the love that is available to you. Okay. Just softening, and not being so cocky, like, oh, I don't want this and I don't like that. It's kind of like a defense mechanism. And I feel like that's how you protect yourself in your heart. But it's also blocking out like the love you deserve and like somebody really wanting to come in and pour into you. So something about just softening up here and not resisting so much because, that's not, I didn't ask for all that. Like I said, but like, I see a Scorpio who's like, you got a lot of like neck action. You got a lot of neck action. I heard your neck be on a swivel. Your neck be on a swivel. Your head be on a swivel, honey. That is called your neck. And you're not playing these games, and I understand that. You like to do your research. You like to understand what's going on. But you got to just kind of open up. All right, please. Thank you. Perfect stranger. Look, someone new is coming in. Look at this. This person could be of another race or ethnicity or just some different than your typical type. Let's just put it that way. But I think that's in a good way. It's not that this person is not attractive. I think obviously you're going to find someone attractive. Otherwise you wouldn't go with that. But I feel like, I don't think, but I honestly feel like you're going to connect with someone who is a breath of fresh air. So your advice here is just allow them to be a breath of fresh air. Trying to set up your laptop. So it says perfect stranger, a sudden meeting, instantaneous sparks, everything in common, the start of an adventure, charming smile, and exchanging numbers. This is so cute. Y'all need to start going out to the coffee shops and like just do random stuff, Scorpio. It's like, I don't know, like, why would I wear this dress? I have nowhere to wear this to. Why would I wear this suit? I have nowhere to wear this suit. I don't want to hear it. You need to stop wearing hoodies and like cozy stuff. You need to stop wearing. Look, if you don't want to attract a homosexual, do not dress like one. Don't dress like a hobo. Like, I'm sorry, Scorps, but it's time to really do it up. Yes, just to go to the grocery store to get a fruit cup. Yes. Please. Okay. That's the new move. You beautify everything in your life. Is glamorous. It's romanticizing your life. It's beautiful. It's you. It's self-love. And that radiant frequency is definitely going to pull to you exactly what you envision in your mind's eye of the kind of counterpart that is who you really what you really desire. So start setting your intentions now, like every single day. And when you go to bed, envision it in your mind. And just pray for your well-being, your growth, your self-love journey, romanticizing your life, your abundance, and for your person to make their way safely to you. Ashe. Look who's got it. Hey, don't tell me nothing. Look. Cause look who's got it. Right on time, we're moving on to Sagittarius because we're not out here playing any games. We're not out here playing any games. Gemma, did you see that? Girl, hey. Did you see that? Sagittarius. Let's talk about your love life, okay? Let's talk about your love life. We're going to tap into the shades of the Soul Oracle, my loves. One card, Spirit, for Sagittarius. Please, one this time. Because I was able to sum it up last time. This is the card. Thank you. Be open and humble. Spirit, another. Oh, Sag. Let's get one more off the top. Detach to see clearly. Okay. This is so funny. Third eye chakra on the bottom. Embraces spiritual love. Okay. Sagittarius. So I think some of you are in a very deep spiritual connection, or you're going to enter into some sort of contract with a soulmate, high level soulmate, a divine counterpart of some sort. For some of you, potentially a twin flame. We'll see. I try not to throw that around because I know it's real, but in short, it's not what a lot of people may think it is. Or I think sometimes online it's just heavily misconstrued, and it just can confuse a lot of people who just either, they have innocent intentions, or they're just not sure. They're looking for information and they stumble across the concept and get the wrong information more times than not. Now, what I will say for those of you who do have a twin flame, or again, a divine soulmate counterpart here, you may not be understanding that. It could be actually intense. You may think, because for some of you, Sag, I know your standards are high and you're not playing these games. You know what you want, what you're looking for. And for most definitely, and most certainly, you know what you do not want. Okay. I can hear Sagittarius going down the list. Like, yeah, that's why I know. And see, I'm not doing this and not, I'm not playing like that. Like, I see a Sagittarius who's literally not playing these games. And you will tell somebody in a heartbeat what you're not looking for, but something about kind of just cooling your fire a little bit, cooling it, cool it now. You got to cool it now. Ooh, watch out. You're gonna lose control. Hey, cool it now. You got to slow it down. You're gonna fall in love. All I keep thinking about is her in my arms. And I'll never be the same until she is mine. Listen to me, let me tell you. Ooh, okay, whatever. Okay. My coordination is off tonight, but what the hell does that mean, Spirit? Because some of y'all, that is hilarious. No, exactly. You know what's so funny, Gemma? I feel like I've told Sagittarius this at least twice before, but like a long time back. But it's still a thing. It's like I think it's a habit that Sagittarius is more savage, and y'all they kind of lean into that. Like I said what I said though. Like you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't wear clothes that look like that. No, this has to be pressed. No, you have to be on point. No, you can't be closed minded. But it's like, are you being closed minded, Sagittarius? Because I know my Sagittarius collective, a lot of you have a bougie vibe, which I actually love. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying. But yeah, don't make it so specific that no one gets in. Yes, new edition. Yes, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Like literally y'all new edition cool it now. There's some lyrics or messages in there for you, but I actually think this is how someone feels about you. And maybe they don't tick all the boxes, and you may be like judging them like why they keep like trying to talk to me and da da da, I don't understand. And I obviously said I want this that and the other because I said what I said. And it's like, Sag, okay, I understand that, but the reason this person keeps circling around in your life and you keep finding them in certain places, it can even be annoying to you because you could find them in synchronistic times, like, or you see synchronistic numbers or things, signs. Let me dial it back. Whew, this energy is a lot, so let me dial it back. You can see a lot of synchronistic numbers, angel numbers on the clock, or just around when this person messages you. You can see a lot of signs just around you and this person when you interact, when you think of them. There's confirmation that it's not for no reason, even if you're trying to resist the fact that it is a thing that's happening. There's something very deep, very spiritual happening. That's why you have a soul contract that actually is very significant with this person. Not saying you have to be with them romantically, but for many of you this is a potential counterpart that would be really good for you. I feel like some of you could maybe be judging them a little too harshly, or maybe they're a little clingy and you don't like that. That's for some of you. Some of you could also kind of just be looking at them like, oh, you're like this and you come from this side of town, and like, I understand it's good to have high standards, and maybe you just don't want a repeat of certain things. I'm getting a lot of messages. There's a lot of messages coming in. I don't know if you can hear that, Sag, but I was gonna say I feel like this person is kind of that's so crazy. It's like a lot of energy, and you could be feeling overwhelmed, exhausted. So you're kind of projecting onto them. And for some of you, you could have lashed out because you got so irritated, and you felt like you're not even all these things I like or I want. Like, why are you bothering me this much? Like, I don't think you would act like this with someone that maybe was your initial style or kind of what you were expecting to receive at this time. And oh, I love you too. I love you too. And so to you, Sag, I'm getting a download that you can really love this person or care about this person, or just even have maybe a bit of a soft spot at times. But I think this person does irritate the shit out of you. I'm not gonna lie. And it could be because you're dealing with someone who has more of an anxious attachment style. Um, or if you have an anxious attachment style, okay, here's the dynamic I'm getting. This person checks for you a lot. They could text you a lot, call you a lot during the day. They may not text ahead of time, like, hey, I'm going to call you. It's not like you get notice. They just start doing a lot. And you may just not be prepared for that. That may not be your style of communication. But 10:44 p.m., again, the 144,000 chosen ones, you definitely have a divine soulmate or counterpart that's also a chosen one as well. Um, Yes, and they are actually they are actually a positive, and I know as annoying as this may sound, they are a good thing in your life. Doesn't mean they have to be all in your space, and, there's boundaries that you can set, but I want you to know you don't necessarily need to be cutting this person off, even if you get irritated, because I know sometimes at the first sign of anything, you're done. Like, oh, you're pissing me off, da da da. You must be draining my energy and trying to siphon me. Like, it's not like that. You may have to detach to see clearly, Sag, because I think this person just genuinely cares about you. I don't think they're trying to drain you. They're just trying to, they feel a pull to you that they can't explain either. That's the funny part. Um, and they don't know what to do, so I guess they look for signs, or they look for connection and clarity through interacting with you. This person is just naturally really drawn to you. I don't know what kind of past life experience you have with them, but I think there is some there. And it feels almost like this is deep, this is getting deep, Sagittarius, and you are a very deep sign, very spiritual. um I'm getting that this divine counterpart of yours, y'all may have not interacted or ran into each other, or your paths didn't coincide for the last several lifetimes that you both were, came on to incarnated wherever you incarnated. Some of you, this is getting really deep. This is getting really deep. So for those of you who are chosen tribe, star seeds, and you're kind of into that spiritual world, rock with me here. For those of you who's like, okay, time out, honey child, like, this may not be your message, and that's okay, or this specific part, but I'm getting that for some of you, you incarnated on different planets or in different star systems, because remember, in this galaxy, in all of the galaxies in the universe, there are 12 star systems in the universe. 12 is a very spiritual number, which also 12 is connected to Pisces energy. 1212 could stand out. Some of you birthday could be 1212, or December 12, December 3rd. I'm getting a lot of downloads. December 21st. December, yeah, I said 12, or December 30th. It's something with threes and threes, pairs and three. Something happened, but there could have been some karma between the two of you, that something that wasn't quite perfectly balanced between the two of you. And they may feel almost like, honestly, they owe you in this life. And it feels almost like their soul was anxious to get to you. And they're like, oh my God, Sagittarius, oh my God. Stay put. Hold on. I have something for you. Okay. So I have this new shiny toy. Okay. So I know I broke the last thing, but like, I patched this up. I got you a new one. Like, it's great. And what's funny, Sag, is like, I think you're just annoyed, like, oh, whatever. Like, I'm so over it. I'm so over you. It's giving that vibe. Um, but this feels like an ethereal love. It's taking me like galactical, celestial, and it's beautiful. But this person may not have seen you in a long time. That could also be in the physical, like this world, the material world, your physical existence in this life. You could have connected with them years prior, and now they're trying to get back in your good graces, or they're trying to get to know you again or relearn you. I just think you may have, I know you're the type to kind of like, in of all people, yes, Aquarius rising, like, I'm quick to cut, if it's not aligned. I understand, Sagittarius, but I know you're kind of just like, I can feel your energy is kind of like, girl, what are you saying? Like, you're leaning close and you're listening. Like, I'm listening. Excuse me. Like, normally, me, I would tell you, cut this off, cut that off. Like, I don't like wasting time either. Trust me. I've wasted enough time on enough lessons, right? God knows we've all had enough lessons, right? So, tribe. But I am talking to a collective who is very deep, very spiritual. And if you haven't tapped as much into those gifts, they're there and they're available to you. And you have been assigned a divine counterpart, a soulmate, or a twin flame in this lifetime to move deeper through that. And the energy of romantic love and sensuality and passion, that's some of the past life karma and ancestral karma that you're healing. You're tapping deeper into your senses. You're learning to receive, to soften, to forgive, to have compassion. And I'm not saying, and this is for those of you, this person didn't do anything that was a completely deal breaker, like something they cannot come back from, complete disrespect. But what I am getting is that it could have been a little mix up, or they were young and dumb, a little misunderstanding, and then you guys are older now and they want to revisit it. And you may just kind of you have this energy of like, you're kind of like dismissive, like, I'm so over this, like, whatever. versus like if you felt more like interested in the connection, I feel like you would have at least given them more of a chance to explain things or to see what they're saying. It's like you're so ready to cut it off, but I know this person is annoying. And I'm literally getting I feel you getting irritated. But the spiritual context is urging me, my guides are urging me to tell you that this person is actually a blessing in your life. And I don't know if something about their assignment to you and your assignment to them, this contract you have right now that's in place, that's the only reason they're able to contact you and access you. And that's the only reason deep down that you still hold space for them because you still have an outstanding contract. And I don't know how long that goes. Everything is temporary. Even couples that, pass away together, like no souls are own the other except for the most high is, owns like created us and gave us free will. But we don't own each other, but we can honor each other while we're together, cherish each other. Something about cherries, the color cherry, cerise, like wine red, burgundies are standing out, amaranths, rich dark cherries, purple tones, grapes. That's standing out to me. Some of you like wine, some of you love some wine. That's crazy. Some of you could have like nails or clothes in that color. You could really like that color. Some of you are connected to an Aries or you have Aries placements in your chart. A lot of first house placements. You're attracted to Aries energy. It could be in your Venus placement, your moon, your rising, honestly. Even your Mars. Ooh. You have quite a you fiery, very fiery. You have multiple fire placements. I'm getting for a Sagittarius I'm talking to. That is specific, but if this is connecting with you, you have more than one fire placement. Like it's like it's significant. It's significant. And oh my god, we're running out of time. I gotta pull the rest of the cards, you guys. I'm sorry, Sag. It's like taking me down this really deep path. And I feel like just kind of just be open and humble. Just let the path take you where it needs to take you. Also, yes, hold your standards. I'm not telling you to dissolve those and not have your boundaries. I'm just being called to let you know, Sagittarius, like try to be more open to see the value of why God allowed this person to be in your life and the good that they are actually doing and the parts of the contract they are actually fulfilling. Because you could have an Aries Saturn. That's another thing. For some of you, that could be your karmic lesson, or this person can again be an Aries. They're very much on you, like they're very proactive, and it may be like, okay, let's meet at this time, or you finally free up time in your schedule, and you're like, okay, let me call them again, and then you schedule a call, and they call you like 5 minutes early, and you're like, oh, I said this specific time, like I needed extra time, and it's like it just feels like this person's meant to kind of like get under your skin a little bit. It's like your natures clash a little bit, but I think it kind of pushes you to grow. And it definitely is a huge test on your patience and not just your ability to detach and cut people off when it doesn't serve you. I think you do that just easily, but also to detach from being so emotionally uh moved and put off by certain people. Um, I feel like this person does have a proper place in your life. They can be an asset to you, and they do, I believe, genuinely care about you. So maybe you may need to detach from that emotional uproar you're having just to be able to see that, hey, even though they piss you off, like think about it. Really think about who this person is to you and what they've done or what they're trying to do. Will you have free will again, but will you have a space for them to see what good this can actually bring towards you? Okay? I hope that helps. I know I'm not telling you go get married tomorrow to this person. I'm not saying that. you got to make your choices that are best for you. But this person does have they're playing an important role in your life, even if it's to help you see something in yourself so that you can prepare for who is truly for you. They could just be a lesson, but I think they're more of a blessing, along with being mirroring a lesson to you. There's a mirroring happening here. Okay, 555 can stand out to you as well. Richard, welcome in. Hi, Richard Cardinal. You're a Scorpio and Sagittarius rising. That's lovely. And you are right on time. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome in. Thank you so much. It's so good to have you. Oh, I love that bird, that fire. Yes, I am a water sign, but I do have some fire energy in my chart. So, your girl be a little spicy with it. Welcome in. Yes, yes. Welcome to the Soul Family, Soul Tribe. Hi, Mipel. You're a Pisces. That's wonderful. So we're going to be channeling for Pisces a little bit later. Next sign is Capricorn, then Aquarius, then Pisces. So you didn't miss anything. Okay. Aura, what's going on? My Gemini friend. What's going on, King? We love to see it. Yes. Like the video, you guys, if you are enjoying. Welcome in. Everybody get cozy. Wow, you got a lot of Sag placements. Yeah. That's good stuff. Yes. I was just saying, Oran, in the beginning, like definitely everybody, at least if you can get outside tonight and look at the full moon, it's a super moon. It's rare. It's massive. It's beautiful. Definitely just take a few moments to soak up that moonlight and just get that healing energy. It just feels so good. And it's so perfectly tranquil and quiet out tonight. I just hear the crickets and the cool fall air and just the freaking moon, man. It's great. It's great. Yes, yes. And I know what that's like too. Like Sagittarius is definitely, this is a test. And that's why I'm not telling you what you need to do. I'm also trying to be gentle because this is the type of stuff that's hard for me to hear. Because when I want something, I want something, and when I don't, oh, I don't. And I'm not trying to hear anything else about it. But when it comes to love, sometimes we just have to think on a higher level. And we have to think a little bit beyond ourselves to see the value of what's really happening in our life and why, something is happening. Not just getting mad like, "Well, this shouldn't be happening to me." Well, it's happening, so it is. It should be for some reason, you know, even if it's for a temporary time. All right, Spirit, can we get one card for Sagittarius? I know y'all tired of hearing that. So yeah, Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. There's an opportunity with this person. This is really beautiful. Some of you could start out as friends and be, yes, somebody from your past. It literally feels like a Scorpio reading. Y'all could definitely be on the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. That is known as the cusp of, let's see, the cusp of Scorpio Sagittarius. Let's see what it's called. Excuse me, a little burp right there. Is somebody connected with the air sign? Because the cusp of revolution. So individuals born approximately between November 18th and November 24th. So I was about to say November 21st. Some of you could be a Scorpio that's literally right there on the cusp of Sagittarius. Or you could be connected to somebody like this. I'm now hearing Ciara's song, and she's on the cusp. She's in the cusp of revolution, and I hear her song. I bet you start loving me soon as you see me with someone else, somebody better than you. Sorry about my voice, y'all. I bet you start needing me soon as I start see someone else, somebody other than you. And I know that it hurts. I know it hurts your pride, 'cause you thought the grass was greener on the other side. I bet you start loving me soon as you see me with someone else, somebody better than you. So some of you in the past could have dealt with something like this. And now it's kind of like you could have become a little more harsh or a little more callous when it comes to things, a little more unapologetic, which again, y'all know I love that unapologetic energy. But there is this intense emotional depth about you, and you're going through some sort of transformation to open you back up more into your optimistic energy, more of your positive energy as a Sagittarius. I feel like even if you're on the cusp, I feel like this energy is still a bit heavy for Sagittarius. Um, and whatever your placement is, it's kind of heavy. And I think that you're meant to be in a little bit of a lighter energy right now. Yeah, some of you literally, oh my God, right off the top of the deck, Ten of Swords, a past person, an ex, you could have had a breakup, or you could have broken up with this person in the past, or they broke your heart. Something happened. And I think that's why there's actually like a seriously justified reason why you feel the way that you feel towards this person. But again, I think this person is trying to balance things out, come to a peaceful resolution. This is an earth angel. I mean, I know that sounds crazy. I'm not here to enable anything that's not healthy, but this is not what I'm getting at that is unhealthy. I think they just literally, they were just younger. Y'all were younger. For some of y'all, this is like high school sweetheart energy. And maybe you just had a hard time forgiving them for something that, give me a clarify spirit. I honestly, here's the thing. Oh my God, this is so specific. Why do I always get really specific messages for Sagittarius? But it's giving like, get some of that purple lighting. Ooh, hey, I'm just playing. But let me go back. But what I'm getting for a particular Sagittarius is like, you knew this person back then, and it feels almost like the Notebook. That's why it's giving twin flames. And the twin flames are a painful journey. You seen the Notebook? That was not fun. That was not cute. They went through so much struggle for no reason. Like, it was cute, it was romantic, but it was struggle life. Like, confirmation. But it feels like y'all were in love with somebody. Like, it was mutual. Y'all were both in love with each other. Y'all were young and dumb, young and free. And they went away to school, or they did something that broke your heart, but I don't think it was like another person or like a third party being an actual person. The third party was like, could have been family or like tradition values, something that they were, you see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's giving that. It's giving like they had to make a head over heart decision, and it felt really harsh. It felt very soon. I don't know if you're prepared to really process that and sit with that. And they just did that. And I think maybe you felt like they're really selfish for that. And then you just put up your boundaries after that. Oh my God, that is so specific, bro. That's the dynamic. They did something that felt harsh or just rash and young. They were young. They were just trying to do what they thought was best. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. I'm trying not to spend too much time because you're hourglass. I'll just say this. Check out Bryson Tiller's new song that just dropped, or the new, it's resonating. Wow, Oran is resonating. Ashe. Do you have a Sagittarius placements? And honestly, where you guys enter the reading, there's a message for you as well. But your 20th November. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. That's wonderful. So you're actually, are you a Scorpio? I know some people do different, like they look at different types of astrology, and I'm still learning like Vedic versus tropical versus, but at least in my, to my understanding, you are a Scorpio, but you're on the cusp. You're a Sagittarius-esque Scorpion in the cusp of revolution. But yeah, thank you so much. Yes, you guys. Brian, our Gemini King friend King. I'm just giving you guys all the labels, all the titles tonight, okay? My Royal Soul Tribe, howdy do. Okay. Did you see the Gemini reading, Brian? That was from Saturday night. So that one's already up. But of course, you guys, if you want to watch for other placements, or you're a cross watcher, or you just want to hang out, then of course, you know, you're always welcome. Yes, Bryson Tiller is actually one of my favorite artists of all time, or at least just one of my favorite male artists for sure. His song that came out, did you guys see the music video? It's called Autumn Drive. How's Kiwi doing? Kiwi is doing exquisite. Did you know I learned today kiwis could, oh my God, I was watching Wild Thornberries. Don't ask me why. It was the most random thing. But what was it? The father, was it Nigel Thornberry? He had like some kiwi and then he had like some sort of like bodily reaction. I gotta remember what it was. I'll ask my family. That was funny. Thank you. Yes, I love it. You're a Scorpio. Oh, yes, you did say you're a Scorpio. Duh. I don't know why I was thinking you're a Sagittarius real quick. Sun, moon. Wow. Oh, you're a Scorpio stellium and a Sagittarius stellium, which means you have 3 or more placements in that sign in your chart. So, yes, you're very much Scorpio and Sagittarius. Beautiful, beautiful. Very deep, very rich energy there. Yes. So I know you're used to being able to navigate the depths and kind of the esoteric. I think if you're not already deep into esoteric knowledge and what's the word? I'm taking a break from Sagittarius. I mean, their time is up already, but just a second, Sag. I'll finish their reading and then move to Capricorn. But occultism, occultism. For some reason, Richard, I'm getting a lot of like. I mean, you have eighth house energy, like Scorpio, so it's natural for you to it's going to be really good for you to be able to study esoteric knowledge and hidden things. um I don't know if you're attracted to conspiracy theories and things like that, but like the deeper things in life, the mysteries, uncovering those things, deciphering, discerning between real and fake. You're kind of like a natural detective. um like, Scorpios are the private investigators of the zodiac, but you say you're a sun, a moon, a Mercury, and a Pluto. That's literally no joke. That's literally no joke. And Pluto rules Scorpio as well as Scorpio's dual ruled by Mars and Pluto. But yeah, when your placement is especially in the planet, the your signs in the planet that rules it kind of really amplifies that signal. Um, so yeah. Yes, yes, exactly. I can see, yeah, and I don't know if you're a medium of any sort, but I can definitely see you being a medium, and being connected to, the other side, those who have crossed over. I do see a lot of what's the word? I don't know why I'm getting necromancy. I'm not trying to say what does that word mean? Let me clarify because I'm not trying to say something weird to you, but something about like connecting with the dead, honestly, like spirits. You can see or talk to them, like something that's paranormal. Like maybe people wouldn't believe you, or maybe you should preface them first. Yes, necromancy. Yes, the supposed practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to predict the future. Sorcery, like magic, things like that. Um, that's something powerful that you can probably teach people as well if you wanted to. So anyway, I'm sorry. I was going deep in that. Your moon's in Sagittarius. Beautiful full moon, baby. Yes, that's that full moon right there. And that's that fire full moon for that beautiful fire energy that you've got. Wow, you're born. Oh wow. Is in Sagittarius. I love it. I wonder, you should, or on if you know, I'm curious, if you haven't checked it out for yourself to just see like what full moon it was, like what was the sign that it was in. Like I was born, for example, on a full moon as well. And I was born on a Capricorn moon, full moon. So yeah. Would you have been born on a Sagittarius full moon if you're Sagittarius moon? Is that how that works? Oh gosh, that's a whole other topic. We got to get back to Sagittarius and then head over to Capricorn. I love it. I love it. I'm seeing your put some tahini in your drink. Up, period. Up, per. But yes, definitely, guys, check out Bryson Tiller if y'all are into like trap soul. I mean, he practically created the genre. It's so unique. Like it wasn't really officially like that kind of vibe until he came onto the scene some years ago. Bryson Tiller. If you're into R&B and that smooth, soulful vibes with that trap sound, oh, you're gonna love it. And I felt it. I kind of felt the pain in this song, to be honest. The one that I just put in the chat, Autumn Drive. I honestly felt some pain because it felt like he doubled back to a previous stuff he said in some of his earlier albums. There's somebody particularly at the, he was in love with, and he wanted to double back. He said that he really, let me summarize this. I'm trying to get back on track, Sagittarius. It's basically what the heck I've been saying in your reading, but it's from the perspective of the other person. So he said, like, I see you hanging out with my replacement or making out with my replacement. And he was like, it makes sense. But I think he was so focused on the money before, when he was like kind of trying to come up and, focused on pouring into his career. But now that he kind of has, he has all that money he can afford, he doesn't have the one that he truly loves. So it doesn't matter about all the bad chicks, the bad bees or whatever. Women are not bees, but the B word, but all the baddies and things like that. um 11 p.m. That's crazy. You have a divine counterpart. Yo, this is your divine counterpart. I don't care what you say. I'm sorry, Sagittarius is them. 5555, angel number 5555 on the clock, y'all. That's about connections, relationship. Ugh, I'm sorry. It's just true. And then what was the other thing I was getting? Yeah, so he was basically saying it's like it's nothing without her, or like now she's with somebody new and he can't really blame her for that, because he was saying it makes sense. He's also Capricorn, so they like to intellectualize stuff. And they're pretty practical people in general. And so he can understand it, but it's still, I can tell it hurts. I think he's still in love with whoever this person is. It could be the mother of his child. I don't know. Um, I have to sit in the energy and think on that. But I'm not doing Bryson Till's reading. I'm just trying to extract that message from the song and just let you know this person regrets something, like not pouring enough into you and maybe taking off for their career, for their education, or whatever else they thought that was important to get done. And they come back to you now and you're kind of over it. You may just want to meet new people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just kind of like, I'm good. But I hate to be that girl, like, be like, give this person a chance. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not that kind of person to be like, oh, keep opening the door. I am not that kind of girly. I'm sorry. I bang her out of that, y'all. I'm on grown woman timing now. But I swear, honey boo boo child, like, just detach to see clearly and be open and humble. I'm gonna just leave that with where the angels, the spirit guides, I'm gonna leave it where they left it. You know what that means for you, so don't attack me, because you know I love you. Ooh, gotta check that out. Oh, you on tour? Yeah, with Chris Brown. His song is everywhere. Look, cause I know you know. Dun, 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 for real. The dance. That's all I see these days. I'm like, Lord have mercy. This song is banging, but it's just like, bro. anyway. Anyway. So yeah, when you enter full moon, it'll be in your opposite sign of your sun sign, from my understanding. Oh, so you were in the strawberry full moon. That was, hold on. Did I make that up? Excuse me, that's not that full moon. You were in Gemini full moon. I forgot what that one's called. But the Sagittarius full moon, you're right, Oran. The Sagittarius full moon is in Gemini season. The Gemini new moon is also in Gemini season. So, for example, we're in Libra season. So we're going to get a full moon in the opposite sign of that season. So we have the Aries full moon, also known as the harvest moon. We're going to have a Libra new moon coming up. I don't know when that is, but I'll get back on it. 11 is your life path? Dude, you're freaking powerful. That's why everybody's like, oh, like, Soul Tribe, y'all be joining. You're like, oh, man, like, you're amazing. You're so powerful, Syrian. You're psychic. And I'm just like, have y'all seen y'all lately? Have you looked in the mirror lately? Like, yes, thank you, Ashe, I receive. But, like, y'all, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all are some star seeds up in here, some chosen ones. Like, I don't be pulling these messages out my ass. Okay? Like, you guys' readings are impressive. I'm not just saying this to hype people up. Like, it's y'all energy I'm tapping into. So it's just so dope that I get to read for Some really cool people. Yes, yes, the harvestful moon for, fall. It kind of like, at least from the Native American moon names, the lunar calendar that they were referencing. Yes, yes. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's see what else we've got going on. We're gonna look at the Rhythm of Love Oracle. Okay. And then I'm gonna take a sip of my nasty juice when we get just before Capricorn's reading. Oop, this slipped out in the reverse position. I mean, not the reverse, the struggle position. Ooh, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna read these two. We're gonna keep going. Your lover wishes to fill up a bubble bath. Pour some wine. What did I say about wine, y'all? What did I say about wine? Cause y'all think I'm making this up. Look at this. I'm just playing. But pour some wine. Y'all see that with my little wine lip gloss bottle? And I said cerise. Wine colors, wines, some wine. My dress, wine. Get into wine. Wine up me waist. I don't know. You might want to dance, wind it up. Look, wine. Take that, whatever that means for you. Okay. Your lover wishes to fill up a bubble bath, pour some wine in your glass, and light the bathroom with candles for a romantico, sensual evening. All right. Let me stop playing. They are a classic romantic at heart. Let them blow your mind. Let them, because y'all be tripping for real, huh? Y'all be acting like a hard ass. Don't lie to me, Sagittarius. Y'all do it too. Look, y'all trying to act like you got an attitude, but you know you love whoever this is. You love them. You love them. You love you some them. Stop playing. Stop playing with me. And I think they irritate you. They trigger you a lot because you love them so much. I know. It's cool. It's understandable. You have a huge heart. You are a deeply emotional being. Your partners see you as sensitive, loving, and compassionate with a keen ability to see straight through their soul. You melt even the coldest of hearts. I think they remember this side of you. They miss that. It's in there. Look, I feel like something spicy about to happen with y'all. Okay, let's tap into something else, period. What else we got? Nectar. Hi, beautiful. It's so good to see you. Welcome back, my lovely. Yes. Yes, I did. I sure did. And I get Archangel Michael a lot, likes to come out a lot during Virgo readings. So yes, love. And Virgos are the virgins of the zodiac. I don't know. You guys have a lot of loving energies surrounding you, like angelic energies, like pure energies. It's really beautiful. Clean energies are surrounding you, keeping the energy clean for you in your atmosphere, so you can think a little clearer, when trying to make decisions. Your dad was a Virgo named Michael Gabriel. Oh my goodness, confirmation. So many downloads. Gemma, you remember that? Gemma, you remember that when that person, not to keep, calling on that energy, like, of course we're protected, right? But that person tried to like target you and like put you in, like, they attempted a spiritual attack against our beautiful soul tribe member Gemma, and I immediately blocked them and rebuked them. And she's super powerful too. She has a huge wall of protection, so nothing could touch that. But what I was getting was not some really not good messages from the archangels. Gabriel specifically, he's the messenger, and then of course Michael, protection. And then the gentleman last time who came in and he gave me more confirmations because his last name was Gabriel. He said also Raphael. And I mentioned there's a third angel. I never said their name. He said Raphael. I was like, yep, that was it. Raphael's all about love. And that's just really interesting that everything happens for a reason. Even those who try to position themselves to be your enemy, because I think there's some people, they're not even strong enough to be your enemy. I'm gonna just be honest. They want to be your enemy, but they're just there. I'm gonna just be real. But those who try to position themselves as your enemy, they actually, when you're a powerful transmuter and you're protected, they always become useful somehow to you. It always works out for your highest good. So even though it may be like words they can hurt, even the strongest of people, but when you know that you're covered, just give it time to sit on it. You're going to see. You're going to see what it's really doing for you, not against you. Okay? Oh my goodness, confirmation, y'all. Do y'all see how beautiful this is? This is so beautiful. I just love this, you guys. Are y'all convinced now? You're gonna book your personal readings? I'm just kidding. But I must say, I love doing y'all's personal readings. I take so much pride and joy in it. Especially because I like getting way deeper into your personal energy, because these are collective readings. And though it may resonate with you all, which it will, it's that, just imagine how much deeper it is for your situation. So if you ever wanted clarity on something personal as well, I don't divulge into my soul tribe members' personal matters online. That's why I stopped doing kind of the mini reads on live, even though people still will ask a lot of questions personally. I don't feel comfortable, because I feel like I hold back too much when I'm channeling on live, because I am naturally someone who likes to protect people, and especially in a spiritual space. I like to guard people's information, even if they may not understand the consequences of being so open online. You know what I mean? But anyway, here I go. Let me stay on track. Yes. Rest in love and light and peace and power, Baba. Yes. Love and respect. I love that. I'm so happy that we could just all reflect this back to each other. Wow, 2 Richards. And y'all both named Richard. This is just so many this is so many confirmations. I love that. Yes. And we're just talking about Sagittarius opening up their heart chakra and your cusper. Oh my goodness, you guys are just making me smile ear to ear. Like to learn things. I always tell people I don't know everything, but I know a lot. Yes, I see you. And no, Geminis are going to be. If you have a Gemini in your life, okay, you guys, like Oron, he's a Gemini. If you have a Gemini in your life, utilize them. They are sponges for knowledge, and they know a lot of things, because Geminis are natural learners. Sagittarius, like Richard was asking about, they're natural teachers. So that's a great pairing. Gemini and Sagittarius are opposite, but they're known to be one of those great dynamic duos as far as compatibility in any capacity. And so, yes, I actually am not a Sagittarius. I do implore everyone to guess my sign before I announce it. So I just think it's fun. But for new Soul Tribe members, it's a free intuition test. Haha. But I'm not a Sagittarius, actually. I will give you a hint if after your next guess, if you guys want to guess. But for some of you, you already know, so it's what it is. But yes. This is so amazing, you guys. You're a numerologist. But see, guys, and I'm so glad I lean into being a reader. And again, I don't really go too much in depth about my spiritual journey, my awakening a few years ago and all of that, but it was so deep, and a lot has happened since then that just continues to help me to ascend. And I have no doubts about my path. And I just see this as my life's love. I'm going to keep pouring into just more of this. I would not have met you guys. I don't have these conversations with people every day. I try to emphasize that so you guys understand how much this means to me. And I just want to thank you guys as well for 1.44. 144, you guys. 144. That's one of my favorite number sequences. 144,000 chosen ones. It's in scripture. It's just, we talk about it a lot in the spiritual space, but that's such a prize number for me, 12 squared. And like I say, 12 is such a spiritual number, but we are at 1.44K Soul Tribe members. And I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. And I saw that the other day and I woke up and I smiled after I went live that night and I was like, this is the path. This is the path. You gave it away. Hey, y'all were really on to me though before Oron spoiled it. Yes, I'm a Cancerian. I'm a moon child. Mother of the zodiac. Yes, I am annoying. I will cook for everyone. I will check on everyone, make sure no one's dead. I will do it, okay? And when something happens in times of disaster, y'all will be glad to know that I've always been there and I will always be there. Anyway, let me stop babbling. Thank you guys. I see your messages. I'm trying to save time because you'll know me. I will get distracted. Yes. Okay. You said Taurus. Oh, that was close because me and Taurus are like, we're like, we're like this. Um, yes, thank you. Gemma's like, yes, the current sign is still Sagittarius. And it's fine. Thank you guys. Oh. And I feel like that's what gives it away a lot. I can't help it. I can't help having that vibe. Yeah. I do have earth sign placements in my chart too, so that might be it. The earth and the water. Okay. Oh, you are? Oh, yeah. We're on your Cancer rising. Okay. You guys have fun in the chat. I see your comments, but I will be continuing because you know me. For those of you who are new here, this is a problem of mine. I love to talk. Okay. I'm an Aquarius ascendant. I love to talk. And connect. So, yes. I'm looking at the cards now. Flashbacks, how it used to be. Didn't I tell y'all? I told you guys how it used to be. Someone wonders what you're up to, reliving the past, catching up, old pals, youthful days. Guys, what happened to the views? They dropped like suddenly. Did you guys cut out? Are y'all still here? Do you see that everything I was saying before, literally in this one card? Y'all have a lot of soul history with this person. It's a divine counterpart. It's a divine counterpart. And you guys have a chance at a new beginning that's actually going to last. 111, 1222, 1111. Oh my goodness. It says flashbacks, you guys, how it used to be. Someone wonders what you're up to, reliving the past, catching up, old pals, youthful days. Like, I can't believe this. You're good, you guys. You're good. It's look, I get distracted on my own. I don't need nobody for that. But that's why I do need y'all to help me. Help me help myself. I love it. I just love it. Confirmation. But you guys, this is no joke. This is no joke. All right, Sag, that was your reading. That was your reading. Yeah, Jim, I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Something says check my phone. Okay. I still got to catch up on some stuff, you guys. Okay. So we are on to Capricorn now, okay? Soul Tribe, come back. I miss you guys. I don't know what happened to the views, but we are going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I don't know if something glitched. Sometimes when my signal drops, I don't know. But let's continue. I'll continue. Capricorn! The timer has started. I'm excited. Okay. I'm so excited. So, absolutely, Richard. It is my pleasure. It's my honor. It is my honor. I love it. I love it. Okay. Pamper yourself, Capricorn. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh, heart chakra energy too. I also think like this kind of like sage, this can be like silk sage silks, those luxurious fabrics, the Egyptian cotton sheets, like the oh my, ooh, satin, like just luxurious soft fabrics. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so you may not know this. I guess a lot of people don't at this point, but before I was a oracle reader officially, I have been a poet for several years, and I have made well over 150 poems. And I need to anyway, it reminds me of one of my first poems I posted online several years ago, and I want to share that with you guys. Actually, I want to share that one. Where do I have it located? Because as stoic and as austere and as practical, loving, Capricorns can be very goofy. Capricorns are also very big on the environment, like the ambiance. You're an earth sign, so about the earthly material, like, you don't just make your money for no reason now. Okay, you don't just get to the count the coins and get everything stacked for no reason. Y'all do this to create a life of luxury, a life of meaning and purpose, um or luxury that manifests as a byproduct or as a manifestation of from that purpose, from the pursuit of purpose. So everything you do means something. So I love how intentional you are, and it's time to take some more of that time to show off, with yourself. That's what I mean. Like, show off, like, spoil yourself. That's exactly what this energy is giving. And let me go to that poem. Oh my god, sensuality is what it's called. Oh my god, I wrote this so long ago. You guys, yes. You used to write poetry? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one was not meant to rhyme. It was like stream of consciousness, but I usually like mine to have some sort of cadence. But here's how it goes. Actually, it does rhyme, does it? Okay, let's just go. Let's read it. Passion's so sweet, they linger. Blah blah. Don't mess this up, girl. It's supposed to be sensual. But I can't stop smiling because it's like one of my older poems. I was like, oh, this is so cute. Okay, this is the vibe. This is the vibe. Ready? Ready, Caps? Okay. Passion's so sweet, they linger on your soul's palate during the day and throughout the night, like the seductive sapidity of the finest aphrodisiacs. Upon luxuriating in these rich pleasures, I summon my fancies to my bedchamber, lured over by Egyptian cotton sheets and silk pillowcases. Tender to my delicate skin, the bedding caressed me most embracingly. 'Tis had been a dream of mine, my body sculpted, sophisticated by the artists of antiquity. Chef's kiss. Oh, I just always loved that one. It was just so cute to me. And it was just a vibe. Like, when I posted it, I had put on this like really cute background with like the satin sheet or the silk sheets, and like it was like some roses, and then it was like a blurred out like really pretty lady, and then I had like a jazz, like a piano jazz thing going. It was like it was like sensational, whatever. And I used to perform you guys poetry and all of that. I love good ambiance. The seductive sapidity of the finest aphrodisiacs. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all know I ate. I ate. You're sleeping good for real. Look, you feel me? With those Egyptian cotton sheets, caressing me most embracingly. Look, sculpted. My body is sculpted and sophisticated by the artists of antiquity. Come on. Let your girl have her moment right quick. Okay, anyway. Let's get into it. Okay. So that was a wonderful start, Capricorn. Y'all deserve a great reading because I'm just sick of the readings y'all been having. keep pampering yourself. I feel like you're going to be attracting a very like well-to-do person, and I really don't see a lot of Capricorns with people that are not purposeful or like, oh my gosh. Look, I knew it. And this is Capricorn energy. Big dog, not the little dog, King of Pentacles. This is provider energy. So some of you, if you're Capricorn, if you resonate more with divine feminine energy, I see that you're able to take good care of yourself and pamper yourself, give yourself the luxury lifestyle, maintain yourself well. And then I also feel like you're going to attract in a provider type. If you're into that divine feminine, you're going to attract a wealthy, kind of like it gives old money energy, or just someone who's they may come off as more modest with their money, but they're very well to do. They're very well to do. It's like a quiet understanding. It's kind of like it goes without saying, because this person doesn't have to show off and like wear big chains and like talk super loud and like peacock around the place and act like they're that guy, that girl, whatever, whoever. Well, that guy, it's very masculine. This is a man. Some of you could be attracting a Scorpio energy. It is true. And for my divine masculines, you could definitely be providing for a divine feminine and just really enjoying the beautiful time, the sensual, like the high vibrational, sensual energy, and just like romanticizing your times together. It feels very romantic. It feels like what you deserve. I feel like I want to take in a deep breath, because it's like I feel like I've been holding my breath for Capricorns for way too long. I've just been wanting just so much love to come in for you, and I'm so happy. Um, oh yes, Gemma, they're intelligent. Yes, you see, this is the Ace of Swords. This is quickness of the intellect. Air energy, swords, and tarot represent the mind, the intellect, logic, fact, intel, information. Um, and even challenges, conflicts, just a lot in the mental space. So this person's very kind of, and then we have Scorpion energy. I'm gonna just be honest. A lot of Scorpion energy is very meticulous. They're very meticulous people, and they're very deep. Scorpios also, and this is the vibe. They could have Scorpio placements. You could as well, but this is the vibe of someone who's very serious, about their business. Like almost, it's kind of hot because it's a little intimidating, because they're so like they may be even more sharp than you almost. It's kind of like the way they're like, you might have thought you were disciplined until you met them. And you're like, oh, damn. And it's like you can't take their boundaries or their schedule and the way they cut off time. Like, I can't talk right now. Let's talk later. It's like, oh, I was just calling to say hi. Like, I was just calling to say you were sexy. Excuse me. But they keep they set clear boundaries between each thing. So when they pour into you, they're very very present. But when they have to attend to business, they're not playing with their business, because they want to make sure everything is in order. So they have, when they're done with their business, they actually have time for you and for everything else in their life they need to take care of. This feels like somebody who has their priorities in order. At least they come off that way. And maybe they don't, I mean, they may think that there's a lot of chaos going on, but inside. But okay. Oh, that's Capricorn energy. Okay, Saturn energy, the world, the lovers, all major arcana right just now. 6 of okay. Capricorn. Oh, this is hot. Oh, this is hot. Your person, oh my goodness, they could be stressed out a lot, but I think something about you kind of like softens them up. They have a lot on their plate. This person's like, they could have been single for a long time. I gotta download Boomerang for, you know, the movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy. Movie. I have never seen it before. I've seen scenes that, and I'm very interested in watching it. So I will be watching that soon, you guys. But Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, and what's the other star's name? Boomerang. He's like a big business executive, like a King of Pentacles. But I don't know if he's really settled down, or just, I don't know if he was really focused on that in that way. But this coquette-ish dark feminine, like sensual goddess type energy. This woman just, he was just so in her, and she was kind of nonchalant. She's pretty relaxed. Like you can tell she's engaged, but never too much. Like it's just really interesting. What's her name? Robin Givens. Even Halle Berry's in this movie as well. Eartha Kitt. Wow, Chris Rock. Okay, some big names. Reginald Hudlin. I don't know who that is, but wow. So Eddie Murphy and Robin Givens, I think, are that starring couple. Yes, claim it, Gemma. Don't play with me. Okay, let's see. Robin Givens, yes. She was looking absolutely sensational, tantalizing. Ray! Oh my goodness. Look, y'all. I'm missing everything. Heard of it, but I haven't seen it. What the PewDiePie? Why? Of all the movies, that's hilarious. If that's yeah, that's hilarious. I haven't seen him in like years. That's so funny. You said we should go on a date. Oh my goodness. Look, over here hitting on me. Y'all, let me focus. I know that's right. You should. You should. Because you should be going to bed, all uncomfortable, tossing and turning. You want those good sheets that are nice and cool to the touch, so you're not overheating, sweating at night. It's like it's ghetto. It's crazy. Like you don't want to be waking up looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? All flustered. Just woke up, just got out of a fever dream, just barely escaped. No, you want to be just enjoying your sleep. So yes, Richard. Yes, yes, earning your spiritual stripes. I know that's. I know you know. See, when y'all know you, when you know that journey is nothing to play with. Now relaxing into a deep trance. I love that. So Capricorn, I know you've been through a lot. I know you hold on to a lot more than you say, a lot more than you will admit. I know, I know, but trust. There's new love. There is new love coming in. Somebody can drive. I heard a G wagon. That's so random. Someone can drive a nice car. I'll just say it that way. Somebody could be widowed, or that was random. For some of you, this could be an age gap if you're into that. This is like an older. It gives older gentleman, younger lady dynamic. It gives that. It gives Amal Clooney and George Clooney. That's what it's giving. Amal and George Clooney. Y'all seen them? They look so good together. And like there is a huge age gap, I think by a couple decades. But she's a grown ass woman. And she and George, he looks really good for his age as well. He takes good care of himself. But it's giving that energy, even if that's not necessarily the dynamic. For a lot of you, I think because of a lot of your past experiences, and just the way you've grown and matured through life, or will, this is a prediction for some of you who could be a bit younger or just less experienced with certain things. I think you're going to mature into a phase where you do not mind an older crowd, an older gentleman, or an older lady. For some of you, depends on, take it as it resonates, right? I'm not trying to impose um any one way that this applies, but I think some of you do not mind and rather prefer someone more experienced, more together. They kind of already did their due diligence with a lot of things in life. It's not even a question. It's kind of already established. You're into more of an established type. More of a like a look, you trying to get into the trust fund at this point. You're trying to get into because and don't get into no will. Okay, get into the trust fund. That's where the security's at. For my Capricorns that are going for that, I'm just letting you know now, love. Just go for the trust fund and be genuine. Okay, I mean, hey, what you do with your life is your business, but I would just, like if you got to use your head and your heart. Pooh, you good? Okay, Oran. Yes, Richard. Yes, the distinguished gentleman. Hmm. That's exactly what it's giving. It's giving a fine. You look. Hey, if things didn't work in the past with certain cycles of time, I'm talking to my divine feminine Capricorns right now. You may want to look into a silver fox. A greyhound. You know what I'm saying? You want to look into a bit of a salt and pepper. Sometimes it really eats. It really looks. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. But don't give up yet. That's exactly what popped out here, and I wasn't even gonna take from this deck again. Don't give up yet. For some of you, this I heard Moroccan man. That's exactly what I heard. Some of you could be attracting someone who's from, I hate saying the Middle East, it sounds so ignorant, but someone from that region, that area of the globe. Somebody who has like some of Arabian ancestry, or like kind of like racially ambiguous could be. I see that you could be attracting something different. It's almost like, ooh, this person, ooh, they like that. They like that about you. There's a dark feminine mystery. And if you're a masculine, flip the energy, right? You're the masculine who is attracting a black cat feminine energy to you, who kind of fits, is the piece, the missing piece in your puzzle, right? Like your heart, something in here is desiring something. Like you have all that money can afford, but it's like you have some sort of security financially or materially in the world, but it's like you're seeking more than that. Now that you know what that looks like, you're seeking wealth in other areas that are not as obvious to people, and that a lot of people miss out on real fortune in life because they're chasing dollar bills, coins, currency, right? When it should be the other way around, because wealth is spiritual, and it won't really mean anything until you allow it to be spiritual and not vain. Because you got to get your stuff, right? You got to eat, you got to sleep somewhere, lay your head somewhere. You got to get, not, you want nice things. Yes, that's important. That's important to honor your material presence, but not at the expense of your spiritual body, right? So anyhow, thank you so much, Gemma. Yes, you guys, definitely please check out the pink comment, check out Gemma's message here. She is one of the OG Soul Tribe members helping to moderate as well. Yes, love. Green Dragon. Green Dragon? What's that? MD, what's going on? Welcome in. Yes, and yes, Rich and Soul, yes. So Capricorn, here's what we got. You keep your lovers on their toes at all times. This is literally your energy. You're kind of just like on the lookout. And look, even this side, it's like a blur. Like, I'm watching you. Even this one eye you thought was on you, that you, even if you've seen me taking a peek out from behind the curtain, there's still more energy I have focused that you don't know. I'm always a step ahead of you. And but there's a strong sexual, I'm sorry, I didn't want to say it like that, but it's a very strong sensual energy. You and this person, I think, trust me, if you're like, I'm not sure, like I'm trying something new, like with this kind of person, trust me, Capricorn, you're gonna want to try it out. I think you're really gonna enjoy whatever this new vibe is, this switch up. You're gonna enjoy that, and I think you're just tired of not having, you know, someone with things together. So, as you get your things together, you pamper and love on yourself, you're going to keep aligning with someone who reflects that. The more you invest in yourself, the more you also get in proximity to people who are also investing in themselves, and they're investors. The more you invest in, you get people that are investors in you as well. So your reality is just going to reflect your everyday rituals, your religion, which is whatever you practice on a consistent basis, right? Brushing your teeth is a religion, part of your religion. I'm just saying. I know it sounds goofy. Um, Not trying to be facetious. I'm just saying it's what you do every day. Yes, you heard. You understand what Gemma is saying. If you want that good karma, y'all, go ahead and tap that like button, okay? And subscribe to join our Sacred Soul Tribe. If you do want to chat with us, you do need to be a Soul Tribe member here. Subscribe to the channel. So definitely consider that. Okay. You keep your lovers on their toes at all times. You may be constantly changing your mind or have fluctuating moods. Yeah, you could be moody because you're being so cautious. Someone is quite perplexed by your behavior at this time. They may stick around or they may eventually become tired of the confusion. So I am getting that when this person comes around, it may be different. It may not be sure if this is quite your speed, but you're going to want to make a decision because this person is also very intentional and with their time. So they want to do things with intention and purpose. So if at first they may give it a little room, it's new. I understand. I'm, different kind of guy, different kind of girl, whatever, whoever. But at some point, they're going to keep it moving because they will not be in. They're not in scarcity, but they do identify and see the value in you and want to see more and learn more. So give them that chance and just see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? No, again, I'm not here to tell people to get married tomorrow. Like, please do not do that. I mean, you have free will, but just kind of seeing, get into a vibe, maybe go on a couple dates and, enjoy yourself. Take a night stroll. Your love life may feel challenging right now. You've been navigating karmic lessons and past life relationships that your soul is still learning from. Don't give up, but try to understand the deeper meaning behind this so you can set yourself free. So, there are some karmic relationships and ties and a lot of lessons, especially for you, Capricorn, being born as a Capricorn ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the planet of karma, restriction, authority, rules, discipline, all of those things. Capricorn is a planet that really provides the needed lessons and gives us the structure we need to manifest, to grow, to ascend. And so it's beautiful. And so it's beautiful. You fully realize your own beauty right now. Maybe you spend time dancing in the mirror and admiring how far you've come on your self-love journey. Keep it up. You're attracting wonderful things with this attitude. So yes, definitely you said guilty. Yep, but see? No, the confusion, yes, ma'am. But yes, definitely Soul Tribe. I recommend going to even opening up to Latin dancing. You meet a lot of nice people there. I mean, hey, take it from me, okay? I know you may be acting like, no, go take yourself, do some Latin dancing, get your little sangria, whatever you like, little wine, little something, or just some water, just some water for those that don't, do a little bit of the taste right there, right? Get into your vibe, go out dancing, get a nice, sparkly suit or nice dress shoes, get your heels, ladies, go dancing. Yeah, and then we're gonna wrap up here with saying goodbye, ready to let go. you know Burn and release, cutting cords with an X, the final straw, out with the old and with the new, and someone blocks you. So anyone who's blocking you, or you had to block someone, it's really for you to just keep going. um there's an X, or I don't know, whatever capacity, I would try to just definitely release this person. And if it's hard, if you're tied to this person, say you have children or just whatever have you, for my more mature or audience here, trying to really, really create better boundaries around those things with past situations, and people that try to manipulate things to get access to you because they know you have to, or some sort of legal ties. Trying to really limit the capacity and say you're tethered, and they, for some reason, to this person, right? This is a very specific download for a Capricorn. Say you're tethered to someone legally, or money, they owe you some money. Especially if they owe you money, something's telling me to tell you to drop it. They're using that to get to you, and they're never going to pay you back. I'll just be honest. They're never going to pay you back. And if you want to take them to small claims court, or whatever capacity of court you need to go to. I'm getting that they're going to make it exceptionally hard. You're going to have to pay for these lawyers, da, 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 and it's just the process, the drain on your energy, how much time and focus it's taking from you is what this person is trying to achieve. They don't want to see you move on. They don't want to see you completely untethered. They want to delay you because you are independent of them. And it doesn't matter how much you envision yourself as stuck or have this situation or that. You're not truly stuck, Capricorn. That's a download. It's how you perceive it and what you make room for. When you release enough, you realize you have a lot of space. You have extra hands. You have shoot, you might have thought, oh, I don't have any free hands. But when you just free up a couple things, you have like 10 hands. And you're like, how? I only have two actual hands. Like, how's that? No, you have 10 hands. I don't know how else to tell you that. I guess your spirit guides are the other hands, but you have other hands available and people willing and ready to help you. But just know and take it from me. If you're dealing with a narcissist or somebody in some sort of low vibrational capacity, just know people like this that you know I'm talking to you. If this is your message. This person is the type they will manipulate you. And they know once they fully clear their karma on their end, because they have to deal with not doing justice by you in the situation, right? They don't get off scotch free. It just charge it to their game, right? But they want you to be tethered into their karma so they don't have to deal with it alone. Okay. And they know if they fully pay you back in whatever karmic debt, financial, whatever, they know you're out of there. They know you're gone for good. And so that's why they hold on to the thing that will keep you. So once you realize it's an illusion and there's always going to be an excuse, they're always going to have a reason. Oh, I'm so sorry. My card, it got locked up. There was fraud on my credit card. I have to get a new card. I can't pay. I'm sorry. Oops again. Oops, I did it again. They always have a fucking reason why things can't get done. I'm trying to tell you, they don't plan on doing right by you because that won't give them the selfish result they desire to achieve. I'm just being honest, Caps, and that might be tough. I know that kind of touch on somebody's trigger, but I'm telling you, they're going to use what they have because they feel like they're losing their grip on you. They're going to use what they have. So your job is not to feed that. They have no power without your reaction. They have no power if they can't fearmonger you, if you're not attached to that, to the consequences of their karma. Because if they try to do anything wrong by you, they're the ones who will be made to suffer. Trust me. Trust me, guys. I know how this works. So they must take heed. Because for those of you, you're believe in the Most High. The Most High in Scripture says, "Hey, vengeance is mine." He's like, "Don't touch it. It's my. I got you. Wipe your hands clean, focus on you, love your life, go get back to what you were doing, get back to your assignment, what I have for you, get back to the blessings I've prepared for you, the table I set for you. Eat your food, watch your show. I'm gonna take care of this. I'll be back by midnight. All right, kiss you on your forehead, good night." Most High is not playing. Most High is not playing. And sometimes that's the trick in itself. If people can get you to stop focusing on your promise and fulfilling your oath and your covenant with the Most High and ascending to the levels of abundance and prosperity, they win. They're not worth it. And I know you can fight some battles now, Capricorn. You're not for the faint of heart. You're not no weakling. You're not no punk. You're not no small timer. But what I'm telling you is some people aren't worth the fight. You have to save your energy and you have to actually start enjoying your life. Just because you can go to bat with people, it's time to arrest that. Put that to the side. It's time for you to start getting pampered, starting getting spoiled. Okay. No more masculine, aggressive energy with these people. Just let them think they had that. Just start, rinse and repeat. Just start fresh. Not rinse and repeat, but start new. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. And it's 1:44, 1 hour 44 minutes on the live. I'm telling you, that was for a chosen one who needed to hear that. Even if you're not aware of your Capricorn energy in your chart and it resonates with you, this message is for you. Okay? So we're going to move on to Aquarius. Oh, these readings are too good. They're so scrumptious and I'm just here for it. I'm just here for it, y'all. I'm just being honest. Thank you, Richard. Yes, it is one of my favorite colors, or like these kinds of color schemes, like dragon's blood, like deep rich reds, ruby reds. And because my birth gemstone, ruby reds, things like that. But yeah, and wow, on the bottom, don't trust everyone. Yeah, Caps. Yeah, of course you know that. But yeah, that's what it is. Don't trust certain people to fulfill their promise. They know what they would be losing in you, so they don't intend on fulfilling that promise. They're fearful. They do not want to lose you. They need you. They know that you are an asset to them. No matter how they try to spin the story, they know that they need you. And that is because you are a gem. That's for you. You're a gem. And there's no mistake in that. My spirit guides, I was about to say more, but my spirit guide said, that's it. That's it. That's all that need to be said. Look, saying goodbye. That's it. I know. I love it too. Yes. Blessings unto you. Blessings return and just continuing to cycle through that beautiful vibration. We are really just amplifying that powerful signal in our collective soul tribe. So it is here. Claim it, soul tribe. It is here for you. Okay? It's not in vain. It's not in vain. Green dragon. What is going on with this green dragon? No, literally, when I heard dance salsa, my guides told me that was specifically for you. But it was for other people too. But it was especially with you in mind. It was like go salsa dancing, bachata, like even other, just especially salsa, but like Latin dancing. It's just very festive, very, it's really good, the energy, and I think it's very classy as well versus other types of dancing. It's a great way to really get into your feminine energy, and then like you just meet a lot of kind of more sophisticated, fun, like spunky people. I sound so old when I'm saying that, spunky. They got a little bit of a soul, a funk to that bob is bobbing. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, those days. Yeah, see, yeah, Jen, that was for you. That was for you. And you deserve it. You deserve that. Hey, look. I told you, guess. Somebody already revealed it. Guess. Since you didn't see, unless you scroll up. Unless you scroll up. Okay, Aquarius, are we ready? Are we ready, my beautiful Aquarians? Okay. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited. Ooh, girl, it ain't nothing but a 1-2 step. What you mean? I'm crying. Oh yeah, but you got to be careful too because they like to do a lot of that hip action. And it's just like, wait, why are you trying to lock your leg with mine? Like, Poppy, slow down. Poppy, slow down. You do too much. They be doing too much, girl. But for the most part in dancing, there have been people that are pretty respectful of me and stuff like that. But yeah, And you say we'll get you in trouble, so maybe you the one to look out for. Ooh, watch out now. Watch out. Okay. All right. Okay. Contemplate the matter. We have a lot of signs getting similar messages, and you see how much I shuffle, right? So you know it's not um due to error. So contemplate the matter. There are no mistakes. Ooh. I gotta see you look go dancing. I would love that. Yes, spicy mama. I know you a baddie on the dance floor. They better they don't know what to do. Yeah, don't hurt nobody. Got some of these older gentlemen, they going, they watch out now. They high blood pressure. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Hopefully they are healthy. Okay. We are manifesting healthy soulmates, healthy counterparts. Okay. Really? A green dragon. That's really cool. Maybe that's like a protector, like a guardian. Hmm. I haven't had any interactions with this green dragon you're speaking of, but maybe that presence is with me. Or is that something in your presence that you're tapping into through me? I don't know. But green's also heart chakra. So I've been doing a lot more heart chakra healing lately. Um, and I'm proud of that because I was honestly in a much more masculine energy um last year. And that's just because numerologically, I was in a much more tougher year of my life, tougher vibration where I had to have grit. Um, still a divine feminine, still a woman, but I had a lot more of that that's, foot to ass energy and I wasn't playing these games. But now it feels so strange because after so long, I'm remembering to fall back into rest mode. And I didn't realize how difficult that was going to become for me until very recently. Because if I wasn't doing one thing, I was always doing a million other things. That was just me. That's kind of how I am, but it was really intense last year, you guys. Like this whole past year, y'all look at me like you're crazy. Why are you doing this? And it's like, hey, I just have a mission. I can't explain it. When you feel called to do things, like you just have to keep going. So I don't know. Was I born in the year of the dragon? Maybe that's why too. I don't know. I don't know what all that's. I have to look into that. But that was interesting. You said pop smoke. Hello, pop smoke. Wait, hold on. It's an emoji on YouTube. You love your little wine or something, a little glass or something, huh, MD? A little glass of some champagne. Cause I see you with the clinking glasses and the wine. You love those emojis. That's your jam. Okay, Aquarius. Yeah. Yes, it has this year because we're in the vibration of 9, 2025, and 9 is a little more intense than 8 in certain ways. 9 can really pull on certain organ systems in your body. I believe your circulatory and your nervous system, especially something about your blood, your nervous system. One of my teachers, my mentors is a master numerologist, and he tells me about this. And he said, what did he say? 9 can have a lot of strain on the nervous system. It require you've got to have a lot of tenacity and eat good, honor your mental health, eat green, eat health, like just be sure to sustenance is essential during such a intense and energetically demanding period of time, because 9 is things are coming to close, a lot of things are ending officially, um and they're officially physically out of your life. It's not just like 8 where like powerful transformations and change and even ego deaths can happen, but 9 is like the full clearing after all that has happened, after all of the change. Things fall quiet and then we start again, into 2026 where we have the vibration of 1. We have a lot of newness and things like that. But yeah, this is not a numerology class, so let me get back into what I do. Cigarette after SEX. I don't want to get blooped. I know I'll be saying all kinds of stuff on live, but yeah, I've heard that song before. It's like a vibe. I love that. I could just see you like just leaning back, cranking back with your glass. All right, getting into it. It was like sparkling, vibrant, in a lot of beautiful. Oh, I love that. Oh my god, I love that. That is too cool. Thank you for that, Richard, for sharing that. Okay, let me reset Aquarius timestamp. Y'all will see me. This is why I put official timestamps in the comments rather than the live chat replay, because you will see me putting multiple timestamps. Because I have a lot of false starts with these readings. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, Soul Tribe. How do you guys feel about the before I even keep going, just want to ask you guys, how do you feel about me doing the 10:10 p.m. readings, 10:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? And what is your best, like, what is the best time for you guys? I'm just trying to get like a consensus. I'm gonna do something and just keep it consistent. But I just kind of want to get an idea from y'all. I like to know what you guys, what works well for y'all. So when we tap in live, I think we do pretty good with our time. 11:11 is usually when but I'm gonna start, trying to do a little bit more as well as far as showing up and posting more. So what do you think about an earlier time, like a 10:10 p.m. situation? Is there a better time for you? And where are y'all based? Where are y'all based? Because I know soul tribes like all over the world. Um, I've been reading for those of you who are in like literally on every continent except I think Antarctica. Literally. Um, so I just sometimes I never know what time zone you're in. Because I'll be thinking it's 10 o'clock for me and it's like 8 in the morning for you. And you're clocking into work listening to me. So yeah, just just let me know. And lastly, before I continue to Aquarius, while I have you guys on, what kinds of readings do you guys like the most? And I should probably just do a poll at this point on the community tab, but what polls, what kinds of readings do you like the most? Do you like all signs, all zodiac signs? Do you like collective readings, just kind of like quick channel messages that come out? Um, do you enjoy pick a cards? I used to do those every Sunday. What do you like to see? Because I'm gonna make sure to give everybody a variety of consistent content, but just want to get an idea what you guys are looking forward to. Canada. Okay, nice. You're in Canada. I don't know. Yeah, it's something wrong with the streaming platform where it doesn't translate YouTube emojis, like YouTube specific emojis into this chat. So like on YouTube, I'll see it later, but in the platform, it doesn't pull in that emoji as like it's just like the coding for it, like the name of it. It is lagging. Oh no. You're not drunk, MD. So you are leaning back with a little sippy, sippy something. I'm crying. Can I be heard, y'all? Like, can y'all hear me clearly? Because I guess I'm really wondering what you guys like to see. Let me just get to Aquarius. I think I've held it up enough. But I'm gonna revisit this later. I'm gonna revisit this later. Aquarius. Okay, so we have contemplate the matter. Oh my goodness. This is such an ambiguous card. I'm going to pull to clarify and then keep it simple. Oh, I'm getting downloads already. And keep romance alive. Okay, fair enough. I heard old keepsakes. Okay, Aquarius. So for some of you, let me why does this sound like a Taurus reading? It sounds like Taurus is reading. That's what it's giving right now, but this is a different set of cards, a different arrangement. What's funny is some of you could be connecting with the Taurus, or really attracted to a Taurus. Have your eyes set on one, or you have placements in your chart, a Taurus is set on you. What's going on with that spirit? Taurus, very passionate, Venus energy, Venusian, Libra even. Libra season, something this season. Keep it simple. Okay, for some of you, for some of you, keep it simple. Keep it simple. I don't think it really needs too much. I think for some of you, you may have to see how complicated you're at a place in your life. And this might sound similar to Capricorn in that way, that you're in a place in your life where things should be simpler. You just need something that you can keep up with. Well, not keep up with, something that can keep up with you, I think is what it is, and doesn't demand too much of you. I think you need more of that romance than a structured, hyper traditional kind of love. Something that's like, did you get married? Did you get like the $5,000 ring? Did you get the $10,000 ring? Whatever have you. I think the romance, you don't want to take away from that by over playing, like over performing into a connection. I'm not getting this energy from you actually. I think it's actually the Taurus I was talking to in Saturday's reading. So you might want to go check that live stream out. Some messages for someone who has Taurus placements or has a Taurus in your romantic energy right now. But what I'm getting is I think it's the simple things in life that you're really more than ever starting to appreciate the finer things in life. You love the details. I think whoever this is, someone needs to understand that the little details matter to you. And that's why you can keep things simple, relatively simple, because you already get so much out of um, the most simple experiences. And sometimes less is more. And sometimes more is just more. And then it takes away from the experience, so it's like less. More can be less. Less can be more. And I got 2222 on the clock, 12 22 22. So duality, harmony, relationships. I do see some of you just having like a quiet date night under the full moon, like tonight, super moon, under the full moon, and I don't know, kind of like playing footsies with your person and just eating like a nice like warming comfort meal. Like um just really simple, like simple things I think are really going to do it for you. It's going to be really good for you at this time in your life. That's what's going to keep the romance alive, not by all these heavy demands, expectations on your energy. And especially Aquarius, you do not like people trying to change you or force you to do or say or operate in any way that you do not want to. No one can actually tell an Aquarius what to do, and this is why I feel like you guys by nature just defy tradition. Not because you're trying to like be a complete a-hole, but I feel like, and that's not an a-hole thing to do, just being honest. Um, but yes, I'm just gonna ignore that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But yes, Gemma, quality, not quantity, right? Right. And that's the thing. I think somebody may think that doing all these sophisticated things or that shit they saw in the movies, they're like, oh, they're like sitting there taking notes, like thinking, I'm gonna try that. Or they're watching like freaking dating experts online, and it's like, I just wanted you to message me today. Like you didn't even they don't this person won't even they didn't even message you today because This is just an example, Aquarius, but it's like they want you're like, where are they? Like they must not care or whatever. They didn't message you today because they were literally overthinking how to make like a fun, interesting text that draws you in and makes you interested. Like they have to realize they're enough. But the reason I'm bringing this up from your end, because I really only channel into things, I set the intentions with my guides, Most High. I only really tap into things that help bring you an awareness so that where you have a level of control in the situation. I don't really entertain and keep talking about shit that people cannot control. Like how a past person that you blocked and cut off years ago still feels about you and how much they really want you. And there's nothing they can do about it. It's like if there's nothing you can do about it, I'm not going to keep talking about it. I don't feed falsehood. I don't feed illusion and false hope because that's that's not what you need. But what I'm getting here is how you play a role here is maybe approaching this person or just considering how secure they are in themselves because you seem to understand this concept, understand this concept. If they do not, that could be a problem for you too. I think things have got it feels like for some of you who are currently in a relationship or it's complicated, you know what I mean? Things have gotten so complicated and I don't think it needs to be that way. Like you guys can just start by eating dinner together again or going out to the movies like you did when you were first dating. Like I feel like the sweet things that this person does, the small things, the simple things, they add up. They do matter. They do stand out. But they don't need to make everything like a freaking 20 million roses lead up to a bubble bath with $10,000 champagne in glasses with the most exquisite music. It's just like, oh my God, how much money did this cost? Like, not like you're like penny pinching, but I hope not, Aquarius, but you don't really like that pretentious shit. You don't really like that show, people putting on shows, performances. Like, it's cute and all, but it's just like, you miss a spot. It's like they did all that just to not scratch your itch. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. But do you see what I'm saying? They did all that just not to satisfy you. And they're trying to love you the way they learn in a textbook, in a movie, on a dating podcast. I don't know what podcast. It just feels very generic. You don't work that way, and you need somebody who's kind of different like you, but they're simple. And I don't think this person, not everyone, and this is why you don't just get whatever anybody, but not just anyone understands the art of this concept. And what it is there's a lot of particular things you enjoy that are simple and native to you, but to some people it seems complicated. It doesn't make sense to them. That's not how they're wired to see it. They think you being different is just it's a learning curve for a lot of people, while you're being different is just you. That's you being simple. Just you keeping it simple is you being yourself. Like you're just being authentic. That's a learning curve for a lot of people, Aquarius. So you do have to give people a little bit of grace, but I think it's little things that could turn you off when somebody tries to do too much or they just not coming off as authentic. Even if you guys have very different natures, I think you'd like someone who's at least like really true to themselves and not trying to put on an appearance to appease you because they feel insecure around you and they want to impress you. Because it's not impressive. Ah! What? I'm crying. Do whatever you feel like doing. You will never regret anything. That is so funny. I mean, we shouldn't maybe do whatever we feel. I mean, I hear you. I'm not like necessarily like, oh, let's just repress people. Like, of course not. Especially with my Aquarius placements. But yeah, not everything. Some things come in as intrusive thoughts. And I'm glad I didn't act on the intrusive thoughts I've gotten because sometimes I was nearly convinced until I was like, wait, that's not me. I don't identify with that actually. Why was that a thought? Yes. And so keeping the romance alive, it's like somebody could be trying to get all these other things perfect that they're missing the point. Let's stop talking about the lack, right? Let's talk about what else is here. Keep romance alive. Some of you may need to spice up your life and just romanticize it more by just adding little rituals in your day or just going outside and smelling the roses, like, or just the flowers. Really going outside, stepping out, closing your eyes, taking a second. Just don't just kind of just walk to your car immediately, like in some kind of random urge or rush to do something. Remember that you don't need to keep filling all everything with space. Like, but you don't need to keep filling up space. Allow some of your moments to be empty. That is what creates that. When you leave gaps, it leaves room for the sensuality to come through. It does. And it's very attractive. So sometimes just romanticizing your life again is what matters. And I don't really think you need much else in a partner. You kind of seem very independent. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying you don't want a provider or you don't want to be a provider or whatever, but whatever concept of what that looks like for you. But I don't really think you're looking for some traditional things. You're just looking to have a nice time and someone to actually genuinely connect with, like a meeting of the minds, enjoying doing some of the same things, adventuring, trying new things together, traveling, like more like just having fun. Having fun, like literally being able to enjoy your relationship. I don't think you're interested in like the whole bill paying and the like some of the prior like responsibilities. You just want to just have it simple where even some of you don't want ties like to build heavy soul ties or tethers to someone. You just want something more casual. That is what I'm getting for a lot of Aquarius right now. Mm. You do tend to, Aquarius, attract people. I'm sorry, Aquarius, but I mean, I can't be, I can't apologize for telling you the truth, but you tend to, because this is your energy that just peaked out. You're the star above the head. Oop, she's in the nude, in the birthday so. But you see, you're that star right there that we just looked at on the star card, and you have lots of people that are, I heard, in love with you, or they're really into you. They're fascinated by you. A lot of people tend to feel insecure and inadequate around you. Heartbroken by you. You could have. I'm not gonna lie to you, Aquarius. You could have been a heartbreaker back in the day, or you could just naturally kind of break hearts because you don't just appease everyone and people please. So some people just feel hurt because they don't feel desired by you if they have a crush, or you may turn someone down because you're just being honest. It's like, it's kind of awkward for them because I think you're just like, not really going for that. But yeah, this spilled out these three cards together in the middle of the deck. The Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords. Look at that anxiety, that stress, and the Five of Cups. A lot of people are grieving over you. I think you're just tired of maybe all the karmics and all the heavier energies. The Empress. I think you're just also tired of like people not having the coin. I don't know. You're just tired of people not having their shit together. And I don't really think you're interested in. I think I'm gonna say this, Aquarius. At the end of the day, you're always gonna put yourself first. Always. And you're always going to trust the changing winds and what direction is going in, and that's the direction you're going to follow. You're like a gypsy soul. You don't really, you don't adjust to the male or the female gaze. You don't adjust to any conventional school of thought. You literally move according to what your soul is leading you to, and you move away from what your soul is leading you away from. Like, people could say this, that, and the other all day and night, but at the end of the day, you're going to go to whatever you just felt right there was the right decision, not what they try to convince you was. Um, I heard there are not enough people that get that in your life. There's new passion coming in, but I think you're more interested in romance and pleasure and just spark, like fiery energy, more like passion. And I don't think you really want to hear about people's trauma bonds, their wounds, or I think you're just tired of insecurity. And I think honestly, you've been in a lot of relationships where people were insecure, they were intimidated by you. You could have been in relationships where your partner was jealous of you. I feel like a lot of Aquarius, you tend to attract stuff like that. I'm not, you know, you're protected, but yeah, I'm just saying because of your light, and your bright energy, you tend to attract people that tend to project onto you because you trigger something in them, because you don't represent you represent a side of them that they haven't cultivated, and it triggers them because it makes them uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So you could have been in relationships where there's a lot of negging, where meaning your partner would like negatively, they're saying things about you to kind of like bring down your confidence, and they may play it off as a joke. Haha, I was just kidding. I said I was just kidding. Like, you're so sensitive and things like that. It was like it's bringing down your mood, and you don't need that. I'm just be real with you. Let's pull some more cards. Spirit, what else can we get for our Aquarius to conclude? I feel like you're keeping romance alive though. Oh, it scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, Siri. She's an Indian lady. Do you like my Siri? I like my Siri. Anyway, she scared the shit out of me because I was not talking to her. And she started thinking I was talking to her. That's crazy. Doing too much. Okay. So some of you, okay. A Leo. I heard a Leo. It's another fixed sign energy or placement. Someone wants to come back. Someone wants to come back out of nowhere. It's kind of going to startle you. I don't even know if they mean to do this. Let me get a card. One card, Spirit. Do they mean? Are they going to run into them like a supermarket or some random event that's totally unplanned? Is this intentional or not? Can you give me one card that completely clarifies this? Yeah, they actually. Oh my God, I got another very specific message. Someone you meet, you could run into someone, two. Okay. You could run into someone romantically who is in, oh my God, I was not going to say in a relationship. When I close my eyes, sometimes I go into another state of channeling. Sorry. Well, maybe I'm not going to take that back because that might be true. Oh gosh, Aquarius, this is okay. Let me unpack this very quickly before it gets way too messy. These downloads. Some of you could run into someone that you haven't seen in years, could be an ex, even an ex-friend, whatever, and Imma just say you may be more well to do than them in that moment. And it's not like an ego thing, but maybe they see that, like, they're taking it personal, like, "Ugh, Aquarius is still always doing well," and it may make them feel like you see them like this, like, "How are you?" It's kinda like you may catch them in a moment where they're just not dressed up that day. Like, they just thought they were gonna run to the store, get some eggs, and they see you in their city because you're just in town for the weekend, like, on a road trip, or, like, it's just, like, the most random, weird thing, but somebody seeing someone not in their hottest mode, and it's making someone feel insecure about the time that has passed and like how you see them after that all that time. um or is this you? But someone's like in a relationship, but it's like they're trying not to seem like they're still attracted to you. It's really fucking weird. um take it as this resonates. This is interesting. And 2222, this is someone who, there's a romantic energy here. You could be in a relationship, could have been in a relationship, bro. You may have to also double check somebody who you're talking to. Contemplate the matter. Keep it simple. If they have too much going on, or they're struggling, or they're trying to deal with this ex and that baby mom, like, you may just have to like cool that, because I don't think that's just at all what you need right now. Don't, please don't even sign yourself up to do all that. It's gonna kill the passion. It's gonna kill your fire. um, which is the only reason you really should at this time be investing your energy in romantic connections, is like to have some sort of a fire. Without that spark, there's no life in that, and that's no fun. It's just like it's just it's pointless. It's like it's in vain. Um, and I feel like someone could have, after a relationship with you, gotten into one almost immediately or just over time with someone who they could have downgraded. It reminds me of the Bryson Tiller song, "Got I see you hanging out with my replacement," or whatever. Like, there's like a it feels like they went with somebody more on their level. And I'm not trying to sound condescending, but it feels like they couldn't deal with somebody so powerful. You intimidate people. And I know you may be like, "What? Like, I don't get it. Like, why?" You know what I'm saying? Or how? Like, what am I doing? You're not doing necessarily anything wrong. If Aquarius, you just are who you are. You could sit there and they would have a problem. Like I said, like, I literally think I said this a few weeks ago. Like, you wake up and you fart, and it's a problem. Like, you're a problem for people. I heard the problem child. But I think that's how people try to paint you, like this rebel problem child. Oh, like, they try to create a narrative to cover up their jealousy of you, their envy, their animosity, the aggression they have towards someone that is triggering so many of their demons that they are not dealing with effectively. You represent a lot of things to them that they struggle with. And I know that may be hard to hear because you just want love and companionship, compatibility, like connection, keeping the romance alive. And you want it to be simple. You're tired of these complicated dynamics, and then this person talking to this person, this drama happens, and then this, oh, they went to jail. And it's just like so much is going on. I'm overwhelmed in the headspace. And so you need somebody has a very simple life, Aquarius. So if you're talking to someone who has way too much shit going on, please do not even sign yourself up, or just kind of pull back now while you still can. And you always can, because it's your life. But just please, it's not worth the trouble. I got another download that you could run into someone, yes, but you could run into somebody who you're volunteering somewhere, or you work somewhere, say debt relief program, or you can work for the government and you're helping with certain programs and services. And this person's actually at like the event to learn more. Like, they show up and they're like, "Hey, I wanted to know about like the, you know, getting food stamps or like this or that. And it's not like you're looking down on anyone. You're a humanitarian, Aquarius. Like that's why you do what you do. But it almost feels like I'm so sorry, but it just feels like you're kind of out of this person's league. Like I kind of see why they're mad. Like, you know what I mean? Like I see why they're mad because you just you're not doing anything. You're just trying to do what you connect to in the service in the community, but they feel embarrassed that they're in a position to you that is perceptibly by this world's terms and standards and labels. They hate consistently being in situations where they are perceived as inferior to you. And yes, some of this is in their mind. They're making it something, but a lot of it is how reality really is. When people look at them and they look at you, they're confused why you're with them. They're confused. Um, and you didn't do anything wrong. You could just come from a different background, or you just have a completely different vibration. That you just kind of even when you're keeping it simple, maybe you're just wearing a tee and some jeans. Like you're just you have a elegant aura, you have a regal presence, like you have a powerful ashe, like your crown, your spirit. You're a chosen one. I'm gonna just tell you that. And sometimes, it just is it comes with the territory, my love. And I know it's annoying, but you need somebody who's really keeps it really simple. Like money's no object for them. They could have money, they could do well for themselves, but they're not obsessed with trying to look like a new money, like somebody who came maybe they came up from nothing and now they're desperate to have everything. And they will compromise or sacrifice someone in the process because they come from an environment where everything is lack. Everyone sees things as a lack. I don't have enough. I don't. So they get so hungry and they're almost like they will become a coward if it means they get to take your place. If it means they have to sacrifice you, they might just do that shit. Like, say they had a chance. Let's say we're not going to go too far into this. Like, but say they had a big ticket to their career to pop off in the industry, and they know you have connections, or they know you know, you just know somebody, or they know they can leverage you and your beauty to raise up in status, to associate with someone of high spiritual ranking will help them ascend faster. It's almost like they're trying to harvest you or like ride off of your coattails. And so, but they deep down, it's like a complicated dynamic, Aquarius, but they also resent the fact that they need you in that manner, or that they feel like you have to see them that way. It's so complex psychologically, but I hope you can understand that. It's not personal, but it is. And it's not a great like it's not comforting to want to have to hear that, but it's true, and that's why I really want to tell you that. Look out for please only don't be with people out of sympathy. Only get with people you know are secure in themselves. When you see signs of insecurity, just run. And not saying that they're a bad person, but if you see early on, just don't hold a space for it, because what you may be thinking you're doing is helping to empower them and encourage and inspire them to be better. But I'm telling you, you're feeding a monster, because you're going to be the one they sacrifice every time, because they keep comparing themselves to you. They cannot stop. They cannot stop. So you may not think that way. You don't operate like that, but they cannot help themselves. It's like they're going to wind up biting you. They're like a wounded animal. They're going to wind up biting you when you're trying to feed it and you're trying to heal it, right? So please do not get caught up in that crossfire, because trust me, love. Trust me. Let's keep it real simple. Just boring might be it. A nice boring, meaning emotionally stable, Boring meaning financially secure. Boring meaning whole in themselves. Boring meaning spiritually anchored. Boring meaning energetically grounded. Boring meaning someone who consistently invests in themselves so that they're not in a position where they feel lesser than because they're doing the work. People that are doing the work and doing the honest work and not afraid to go the long way, even though God may give you a shortcut here or there, boost you as a reward. But sometimes we got to go the long way, the hard way, so we can truly sustain the things that God is giving us. Because if you take it for granted, that's when you can lose it all. It doesn't matter how much you've acquired if you don't have the mind, the heart, and the soul and the spiritual discipline and maturity. You could just very well lose it all just like that. You have to be with somebody of equal or higher spiritual ranking, Aquarius. I'm gonna just be honest. If you want to help people, but please do not step outside of your league. Don't do that. I'm gonna just be honest. So when I say boring, I mean not really boring. I mean just safe. Just safe. Enjoyable. You get to enjoy them because you don't have to help them, handhold them, remother them, refather them, and walk them through all of their trauma. They already are like have done that inner work. Jonte, how are you, love? What's going on? What is going on with you? How's it been going? We did the Leo reading on Saturday, so definitely check that out when you have some time. Yeah. Exactly. It's like Aquarius circle. It could even be, I'm gonna be honest with Aquarius, like it's a lot of different themes. It seems like a lot of energies are involved. I'm gonna be so for real. And it feels like even jealous friends that like you may want to contemplate your friends who you talk to about your relationships, your dating life. Like, should you really be confiding in other people about that, you know, this could be a person who's weak in the spirit and they may be attracted to you in such a way that they admire everything about you. They love what you have. They love your life. They look up to you. And somewhere in them, they're envious because things seem to come so easy for you because it's part of your promise. It's part of your good karma. And it's like you could have a friend that there's some off with them. So you're getting to know someone. You may introduce your friends. Hey, this is my person. We're talking. We're dating. And we're getting serious. They might just flirt with your man. They're too friendly with your man. If you're masculine, they're too friendly with your woman. They're too sweet on them. They're too what's wrong? Get your own. Why are you hovering around my person? You know what I'm saying? It's giving that. It's giving that. It's giving that. They will scrap for your leftovers, Aquarius. If they could. Hey, don't kill the messenger. But contemplate that matter. You're going to want to keep your circle simple. You're going to want to keep a lot of things simple to keep the romance alive. Right? What else, Spirit? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Okay, don't do too much. I mean, hey, do whatever you feel. I'll do whatever I feel, but I don't like orders. I don't like orders on my channel. I'm gonna just keep that 100. I can't give everything 100% of my energy now. So let's take it easy. Let's take it very easy. Let's take it very easy. right? All right, Aquarius, let's look at this. Lord have mercy. Y'all, when I tell you the amount of energy and where I'm at when I'm channeling, and especially on live, when you're tapped into people like live, people watching me actively right now. Um, if you know, you know, especially if you're another reader. I do talk to other readers about this kind of stuff, but especially if you are another reader, you know, you understand. So I'm not here to go back and forth. I'm not here to go back and forth. If you have a problem, you don't like it, you can unsubscribe, you can leave, whatever you got to do. I'm not offended. Um, I'm not offended. I'm not affected. It just is what it is. Do what you have to do for you. I'm doing what I must do for me, and that's what it is. The red flags have been everywhere, Aquarius, but you've chosen many times to ignore them. Making mistakes and learning from them is part of the journey, but you've become blind to the danger a situation brings because you refuse to accept the truth. Aquarius, some of you could be trying to keep the romance alive. Some of you could be trying to keep the romance alive. And it's not worth it, what you're holding on to. Okay? Thank you, Gemma. Yeah. I don't like how when people accuse me of stuff that's not true, like as if I just don't give a crap about people. And, of course, there's nothing to defend. I'm just doing what I'm doing. But I'm telling you, it's just some people are so entitled. You know what I mean? They're so entitled to your energy and just assume shit. Like, I really don't like that. I really don't like it. So I'm deciding right now mentally. That's what's happening right now. An eerie love, unexplainable bond, exchanging psychic energy, feel it in the bones, can't shake you off. Signs are everywhere. Running but can't hide. See, Aquarius, you can't run from this. An eerie love. You know? Gemma, you hear this? So yeah, I was about to say that earlier, Aquarius. You could be getting some news, okay, confession information about a person's coming out. But another thing I was getting is friends first. You could be getting with somebody who you could be with somebody who y'all are friends first. I think especially after kind of some of the trauma you went through with your friendships and relationships, things going awry, shit hitting the wall, in the fan. I would say you're gonna want to take it real nice and slow, keep it simple, nothing too grandiose, so you can really see through to this person's actual soul, like who they are, and make sure that they're actually a legit person and not just flashy and like for the fun time, not a long time kind of thing, in a way that it's affecting you negatively. Like they're not a game player or like a fraud. Like they just put on this thing, but they really don't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just trying to seem like that guy, that girl, but they're like, it's like the Bow Wow challenge. Have y'all seen the Bow Wow challenge on YouTube? There's a compilation online. It's so funny. But basically, Bow Wow was like posing in front of a jet one time. He's done multiple things like this, but he posed in front of like a jet, and he was acting like it was his own private jet that he was about to hop on the flight and go do whatever travel he needed to do. Whole time it was somebody else's jet. That wasn't even the plane he was getting on. He took a flight on Spirit Airlines, and he was in the back of a plane on Spirit Airlines. That was the flight he was on that day, on a commercial airline. Not to say there's anything wrong with Spirit Airlines, but It's a huge difference between that and the private jet. And if there was nothing wrong with Spirit Airlines, why is he posing in front of a private jet acting like that's what he has going on? You see what I mean? Like, be careful for these flexers. They will try to do a lot to put on an image of face. And they may try to hook you and get you tempted to the point where when you really see that that was a fraud, like they want you to feel sorry for them, or hey, you're already into me, I'm into you, we have a soul tie. So you kind of just go with it. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of just somehow you kind of get like entranced in it. They could be doing like spell work, stuff like that, like to try to keep you like a pull. They keep trying to pull on your sacral chakra energy, your like your SE actual energy. They're trying to kind of like harvest it so that you don't go anywhere. So once they kind of have you locked in after the illusion, it's like now you don't really go anywhere because you're already kind of in too far deep. So it doesn't matter whether or not you see their true colors in their mind because now you can't go anywhere because you fell for it. Okay. Um, that's weird. That's weird. They want to keep you tethered as an asset because they might want to they know that they're nothing. They would never, without the facade and all of that, they would never have gotten that close to you. You know, in the first place. Um and they know they need access to someone of your caliber to get where they're trying to go. But that's them being spiritually lazy because that will backfire. It will, right? Because they can't piggyback off your good karma. It's only going to come back to them as bad karma. They can't take your good karma. You know, I mean, unless you like you have to give it to them. You have to extend your blessings to them. But even when they seem to be doing better because you're in their life and acting like they are responsible for their own glow up, even though they're in your light, so they grow in your light, um, God will limit your blessings. Just know that if you are refusing to sever yourself from them, okay? God will do that to make sure what's for you is not being redirected to someone he does not claim or someone who is in uh time out with him, or there's they who's trying to spiritually bypass. They're trying to go around dealing with the discipline, like they're trying to avoid doing their spiritual homework. God already gave them assignments. And it's like, hold on, I thought I told you to do your homework. This one already did their homework. They get whatever, like a sweet treat or something because they were the one of the first people to get their homework done. Like, wait a minute, like, how are you trying to get to the front of the line? But if they see you, if Most High is seeing you keep associating with this person, it's like, hey, now you're partners in crime. Like now you're enabling them. I gave you access because you are who you are. Don't don't play yourself out of your destiny now, Aquarius. Don't let them swap with you. I'll just leave that. Okay. You need something simple. You don't seem like the type to get with a big, grandiose celebrity type of person. A lot of those people, they're not living real lives. And if they're doing big things larger than life, they're on every face magazine cover, video, they're big like that, they're cool, they're popping. Like a lot of them, it's not even their life. Because if they make one false move, they don't own their own self. I'm sorry, Aquarius. I'm being real. I'm talking to someone major. And they don't own their own soul. So if they do something wrong, they have to call it in. And guess who they might sacrifice so that they don't have to face their punishment? They're going to keep on sacrificing more and more and more people they get close to, tether themselves to, hook in to their illusion so they can keep the illusion alive. But it will still never be real, is what I'm saying. But don't tell them that. They will get angry. So it's about you accepting the truth about this person, even if it's hard to believe, even if you didn't want this to be real. How can someone be so cruel, so heartless, so awful? Trust. Some people they're weak, and they were meant to be like that, to teach you something, to help you grow. If you can transmute this, you will jump even farther upward, okay? In spiritual ranking. New lens, seeing through fresh eyes, ready to change perspective, making new memories, a do-over. Someone wants to start again, a big life change. Of course, this past person, whatever, they're gonna want to start again. But I see you're taking, like, you're turning a whole new leaf, a whole new chapter. For some of you, you could. I'm gonna be honest, Aquarius. Your soulmate, your divine counterpart, you're not gonna meet them in the town you're living in right now. You have to move again. Yes, I heard again. Yes, again. You have to move. You have to move. You're not going to find them here. This is an old timeline. You're still sitting in it. So it's festering now. Now it's growing stuff, mold, and mosquitoes are in the, forming larva bath. Like, you got to get up. I'm sorry. You got to shake it up. It's starting to get, the air is getting kind of thick around here. It's time to move, Aquarius. That's all I'm going to say. Love you. Pisces, are we ready? Hold on, Pisces, 1 second. Really? Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Oh, I gotta catch up here. Yeah, you said, can I towards? You said, well, no, for real. Okay, Pisces, are we ready? Okay, 1 second, y'all. Just quick intermission. You said I think I'm ready, LOL. Which, let's see, because I can't necessarily gauge how heavy or light these readings are. I just open up the energy to be able to channel. So let's look into it. Yeah, you're ready, Richard. Let's go for this. 1 second. Um. I message. Okay, I was just texting you. Oh my god, that is funny. Oh man. Okay, and then you said, ugh. Gotcha. Okay, y'all. Okay. So let's do this. Pisces. You hear that? Pisces. Why am I talking like that? Like I got a lisp or something. Or something. A lisp or something. Y'all imagine if I had a lisp? That would be crazy. That would be insane. Um look. Actually, let me finish this message. um look, okay, so what was I finna type? Oh yeah. Okay, okay. Pisces. Me? What I do? I'm crying, Richard. Yes, you ready? You ready? Ready? Let's go. Pisces time. Ooh, ooh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is spicy. Yes, Richard's vibe is amazing. Meow. I love that meow. That's kind of spicy right there. It's giving tahine. But oh my god, Gemma, earlier you said put tahine in your wine. I'm like, is that gonna go down right? I've never put like seeds in my wine. That's hilarious. Oh my god. I freaking love you, man. You are hilarious. Okay, okay. Let me stay focused. Okay, okay. Spirit. I pulled way too many cards for Pisces. I'm acting up. Okay. We get spoiled because you waited this long. Ah, yes, meow. Because black cat energy, because hey, why not? It's giving black cat. Would you say you have black okay, soul tribe. Would you say you have black cat energy? Would you say you have if let's just do the cats, okay? Because I want to talk about cats. Would you say you have black cat energy? Would you say you have white cat energy? Would you say you have gray cat energy? Would you say you have orange cat energy? Or would you say you're a calico? Uh, oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. Okay. I'm crying. Yes, my green focus drink. Okay. And then we have heart chakra, which is the green and pink chakra. Can y'all see how pink it is? Okay. So something about your heart just being open, break the chains that bind you. So yeah, there could have been chains that's just kind of blocking your heart chakra for some time. And that could be because you have to step into your black cat energy, embrace your shadow. Richard. You have to embrace your shadow and know your power and use it wisely. Pisces, you've got to know your power. You've got to use it wisely. You've got to use it wisely. Okay, what does that mean, spirit? Like this is funny. It just feels so quiet, your energy. I hear crickets outside. Like it's just so quiet. There's no other sound right now. Richard, I'm so sorry. Oh. But yes, it's kind of like move in silence. Like just hold your peace. Just kind of just allow your heart chakra to heal. You don't need to give things, so much energy. You don't need to like heart chakra is also about having boundaries around your heart as well and balance and what you're giving and receiving, like that give and take. Um when I think of love, partnerships, duality, I also do think of the heart chakra a lot. Companionship, and that's also associated with the number 6, which is about give and take, kind of like that 6 of Pentacles energy. I feel like there's a balanced like soulmate vibe coming through. And you're also being called to just know your power by not letting people rule you in that space, in your heart space, like your emotions. Um, and choosing your battles wisely, kind of like what we're saying with Aquarius. Some of you could be a cusper with Aquarius, or you could be close to an Aquarius in your life. Doesn't have to be romantic, could be platonic or familial relation. But the chains that bind you, I think a lot of it has to do with you unlocking your power, but by way of your heart chakra. I was about to say your throat chakra, but some of you have to express how you feel about someone in your life or you feel about things. Um, but in a calm and collected way. Like you're being called not to get too emotional, but to be more patient. Patient. Let people reveal themselves. Like you can express yourself, open up, but while still being mysterious. It's like it's an art. It's an art form, but I know you've got this, Pisces. If any sign could do it, you're the one, not the two. But I think a lot of you opening it up, your heart chakra, will be because you create healthy boundaries, be because you learn how to embrace your shadow and use that as your power. Um Transmute the pain from your shadows into power and utilize that power to acquire what it is you desire. I'm not trying to rhyme, but it's in divine time. You see what I just did there? I thought I was doing something. I hope that makes sense, Pisces. I know I go on my little spiritual tangents, but Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. Like I said, give and take, two pentacles. This is the balance, give and take, juggling, balancing things. And I feel like you are now there's a new opportunity with that Ace of Pentacles. Now you have to balance two. Some of you I heard could be a polyamorous, or I keep getting something about a Pisces that could go both ways or have a more open sexuality, like more fluid. That's very specific. Didn't I say Six of Pentacles? Some of you are bisexual, or you could be talking to someone who is. I heard some of you were trying to learn more about that or understand more about your partner or the kind of person that you happen to be into that is they're different than, or they, you know, their lifestyle or something's a little different than kind of like what you're who you're used to dating. Um so you're trying to learn more about their way of life. Some of you, this could be diet. I know that was a random switch, but it could be diet or lifestyle, like where you live, how you live. Some of you could live from out of your car, others of you could live in a home. Like there's some sort of like stark contrast between you and someone else, but I don't think it necessarily is bad or it doesn't agree. It's just different. It's just different. But maybe you could use more of a balance from the other person and they could use more of a balance from you. 111 a.m. 111, three of wands. 111. So there's new opportunity, travel, a lot of travel with the world card. I'm sure you're like, oh hell no, not me. I love me some women. I know that's right. No, no, no. So don't take that if it doesn't resonate. But there's some different, and I knew I wasn't talking to you, by the way. I can feel your masculine energy, but I was just saying that because there are some Pisces that have, said that resonated as well for them. But in past collective readings. But what was I gonna say? Uh there's a difference in lifestyle. So some of you could be religion. It's more like it could be this person's vegetarian or vegan and you might eat meat. Like I don't know. It's just like it's not that it doesn't work. You guys can work together. And yes, it's a beautiful harmony, Gemma. Yes, it's like a nice harmony. Because it's not that your lifestyles disagree, it's just you both respect each other's differences and just kind of thrive together by supporting each other. So say one of you, let's just say for example, one of you is more, I like to give more extreme examples, but for some people it hits it on the nail, right? For some of you, you could be Christian, they could be Muslim. I'm not saying you are, example. And they encourage you. So you encourage your spouse to observe Ramadan, and to fast during that holy month and may even observe Ramadan with them or do some of the prayers, some of the reading, and just encourage them to, not break their fast before sunset, before iftar. Then you have they help you be strong in being, in your Christianity, in your faith, reading your scripture, meditating on the word, the Bible, and, going to church service, attending choir rehearsal, whatever it is, what I'm just saying, past, Easter and things like that, depending on what, denomination, etc., etc. But you said, but yeah, you hold each other accountable for your respective life choices that you both respect from each other, you know um and I think that takes a lot of spiritual maturity. it takes a lot of spiritual maturity to be able to do that. Most people I would not recommend being of different religious backgrounds and getting married or like being in a long-term commitment. Because for a lot of people, it just doesn't work out, especially when the subject of children comes into play. There's a lot of tension and different things. What are we going to teach the children? And what way will we bring them up and guide them? But I feel like I'm talking to a group of Pisces that's just more open-minded, and a lot of Pisces are naturally more open-minded people because you're ruled by Neptune, yes, and you're also ruled by Jupiter back in the day. So that's the planet of expansion, abundance, luck, harmony. Similarities there with Sagittarius, who are very open-minded, free-spirited people. And so for you, Pisces, I think you have the spiritual maturity to see connection and divinity in different ways. I think you can understand that you have a perspective of life that's higher, and you see the meaning, the depth, and the purpose rather than just the label. You see that, oh, that means what this is. It's kind of like the same thing as, you know how to find connection instead of finding disagreement. You're like looking to misunderstand someone. You understand that this is someone who also treasures a divine sacred relationship with their higher power, their higher forces. And you see like the creator, where we emerge from source, from God, from most high, and you respect how they worship and how they practice and the rituals they create to honor that. And so you're the kind of Pisces that sees more than one right way to do something. So it's like there's just different ways. You don't like you're bad, you're evil, I'm good, I'm the best thing like since sliced apple pie, whatever. I don't nobody ever said sliced apple pie was the best thing, but there are some people who lay claim to this thing being the only way, this thing being the best. And anything else you say, anything else I hear from people, I don't want to hear it unless it completely, strictly agrees to everything I believe. And it's nothing wrong with having strong beliefs, but it isn't healthy to be closed-minded because you will miss a lot of what God is trying to show you because God is going to test you through people that challenge your perspective. There's a lesson in that too. 7117, 717. Some of you have a divine counterpart. Some of you connected to a Cancer, Cancerian, another Pisces. I've got Aries. We've got Taurus. Yes, Libra. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Um, yes, Gemma. Yes, what you're describing is a beautiful balance and respect of one another, where love is the focus. Yes, love is the focus. That's what it is. It's a beautiful harmony. And you see, it's like one person gives each other the person a gift. The other one, when they're on the way home, they pick up their favorite, snack from the store. It's like it doesn't keep score. This is a love, Pisces, that does not keep score. And I think it's very different than how love was modeled to you growing up. And that's why embracing your shadow helps you to transmute and keep this level of depth between you and your person because you're breaking a lot of chains just in this relationship. You're breaking a lot of generational curses. And there may be family that doesn't agree, that questions it. You may feel ostracized in certain times. So you've had to heal your heart chakra. That could have broken your heart. But when your heart breaks, remember that it breaks open to show you more, to open you up, to have a greater capacity for what love really is. Because what people think is love and what love truly is are two very different things most of the time. 3333. 3333, powerful. This is a spiritual love. This is a deeper love that doesn't keep score, like I said. So it's not as you can't. I'm Pisces, check me out. Know your power and use it wisely. The reason I'm also saying this is because be careful what you lend your attention to, because when you pay attention to something, you're lending it, you're paying in energy, right? In energy. Be careful when listening to these experts, these dating coaches, these experts online, these crazy negative videos, and people trying to tell you how you should proceed in dating and what you should do when they do this. Like, be careful about going down that rabbit hole because your love is a divine love. So you can't really play it the way a lot of people play it in these streets. You feel me? Like, please do not reference other people that they can't keep a relationship to save their life. They're dealing with karmics and they're giving you information about how to pursue a divine you're looking, do not seek. I'm not trying to, without trying to disrespect the coaches, the experts who could really be giving valuable information, but it doesn't fit you. It doesn't apply. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you are someone who seems open-minded again, like you're looking into, okay, well, maybe I'll consider that. Don't do that. You don't need that. You have the power. So be careful what you're giving your power to. It's very protective energy that's coming around here. There's like a guide, someone like hovering over my shoulder, like and it's like they don't they how they want you to learn and grow in love. They want you to do it more intuitively on your own spiritual journey. This is something that you can't get this online. You can't pay someone to tell you this. This is the journey you go through. The road less traveled, Pisces. This is Pisces energy. Eight of Cups and High Priestess, that's Pisces. Again, Pisces. I split the deck. The Hang One is Pisces. Neptune energy, right? And this is your energy. The Emperor taking ownership of your power. Because I think honestly, your energy does a lot more for some of these people who are at higher ranking than you, more experienced. I think honestly, your energy, you're more of a mentor to these kinds of people. They should be paying you for coaching. I'm gonna just keep it on it. Nine of Pentacles. You have a spiritual independence to you, even financially. Like you know your way around things intuitively. You may not be like, it may be the first time you try something, but intuitively, you feel that you know it. You understand it. Um, you just naturally have an understanding of balance, harmony in nature. That's just you as a person, I'm getting. You have a very beautiful energy. Beautiful. And with the Three of Wands here, powerful. Okay, incredible. Mother God, welcome in the world. You're very expansive. Like you and this person could travel the world. I see some of you like you meet your person while you're on a travel to a tropical destination. You can meet them there, Maldives, Thailand, Philippines, some country I probably haven't heard of. That's beautiful, luxurious destination, Turks and Caicos. um, Caicos, look, I be making stuff up, but I'm saying that to say Pisces that you're gonna want to turn off the experts, right? You are an expert inherently. And the more you listen to these external noises, it's going to drown out the internal signal. So you're going to want to sit with that intuition. That's going to be your greatest guide when it comes to selecting your partner, your divine mate, and aligning with them. Um, this is something a lot of people won't understand, which is not for them to understand. It's not their business. It's your relationship. Hi, hola, Mother God. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, señora? Um, and what was I saying there? Pisces. I forget. But it's like one of those loves, yeah, you don't keep score. It's not like if they do this and you have to do like that, and then they do this and it just you guys just keep doing things or embodying a frequency. where you just feel safe and you do things because it's your nature to. You're both like givers, it's giving. So you both equally give and take, support each other. It's very harmonious and it's like you're not codependent by any means. It feels like you just naturally flow with each other. It's not awkward. You don't make fill in gaps and spaces. It's like you kind of just adjust to each other's natural rhythms. If you wake up, your person's in the kitchen fixing coffee quietly, you kind of just flow with that. You may just hug them from behind, give them a kiss on the cheek, and then just kind of fix your breakfast and quiet, like in the silence, like sacred silence. I get a relationship that's very sacredly silent at times. And then it's filled with merriment, joy, laughter, and amusement at other times, but you honor each other's sacred cycles. For a Pisces masculine, I also get a masculine that's very attuned to the feminine cycle, and woman's emotion, very patient with that, um, and can understand, is very patient with a woman and understands that there's differences between the masculine and the feminine nature. And it seems like the kind of person, hey, say the woman is on her cycle and she's cramping, things like that. You already know to already have gone to the store to get her like her pads, her tampons, whatever she needs to get her favorite piece of chocolate or whatever she likes to fix satisfy her craving. You already know to, maybe just prepare her a hot bubble bath and she doesn't have to ask you everything. Like it's the little things that, and that's kind of what I was saying with Aquarius. That's what Aquarius needs. The little things. Someone's not talking. It's just like they just know. They feel you and they respond. That's it. It's a very intuitive love. It's not forced. It's not like over explained. It just, I can't really explain it well. You see how I can barely use this clunky English language to express it because it's above it. And I'm gonna just leave it there. Mic drop, Pisces. I don't know what to tell you. So let's pull a couple more cards, and we're out for the night. Okay. Yes. Well, I am soy practicando español, pero uh, François, uh, French, français. I'm learning a little bit of each thing. So a little bit, okay? So I'm not an expert. And remember I said, with the experts, Pisces, I'm just playing. Thank you, Gemma. Oh, muy bien. Oh, muy bien. Especialmente? I don't know. I might have just made that up. Is that a word in Spanish? Oh my god, I found the card that you needed. Where'd it go? It hid for me. Oh, somebody could be shy. You could have like a shy lover, somebody who's more introverted. They're kind of your speed, or like someone who's more shy. That's so cute. And even I feel like this is one of those loves that will sustain through the test of time. And look, distant admirer. How cute is that? Someone could be admiring you right now. Organic love. Didn't I say, guys, didn't I say that? You gotta be kidding me, bro. Unbothered, luxury, and comfort. Like this is y'all just in your own bubble, your own world. I don't have to read every phrase on the thing, but yeah, people are talking about this. Some people wonder if this is a fling or oh, it's not gonna last, blah blah blah. Or some people are saying stuff because they're hoping almost that something doesn't last with you and this perfect stranger that you meet. But some people be like, you just met them. It's like one of those things, like it just doesn't fit that general expectation that they have of you or they have that you should be doing in a relationship. Like, oh, you're supposed to wait the 90-day rule, and then you're supposed to do this, and then they're supposed to get you these flowers, and then they're supposed to do this, and then you're supposed to do that. It's just like so robotic. And I feel like you don't need to follow a robotic pattern because it just goes naturally. This just is your person. Like it's like your other whole. It doesn't need to be explained. Like it just, other people, they kind of just sound dumb. Like they'll say all of this stuff and then they'll look at you guys and just see how easy that was. You're like, yeah. Someone's keeping tabs on you. There's someone silent but interested. Like they may have private profiles or they're just interested in you. There's someone they're really into you. They're kind of being nosy, but I don't think that this is a bad energy. They kind of want to see if they can take you out or do something nice. Like they're hoping to, they're shy. Oh, Pisces, somebody's shy. Is it you or is it them? I don't know. It could be you. Somebody is shy. The lips of wisdom are sealed except for the ears of understanding. Period. Exactly. You said the rabbit hole I go down is the rabbit hole of esoteric. It's never ending. I love that. Oh my goodness. Yes. I love this. And you explain, like, you just affirming that. It's just like, I love it right back. Like, I feel it right back. Yes. It is just so beautiful and rare. Yes. Yes, Richard. You've got a great vibe. See, okay, okay, awesome. Perfecto, es perfecto. Esto, perfecto. I look, y'all know, like, y'all know the drill. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Okay, how have you been? I know I asked you. You've been very good, so that's what I need to know. But yeah, I need to do better with my practice. And Duolingo literally keeps threatening me and everything. Like I got the membership, and Duolingo's been threatening the out of me. But I'm like, I'm tired of having superficial conversations with people in Spanish. I feel like if I knew much more, we could connect much deeper in Spanish. You know what I mean? But it's fine. I'll get it together someday. But yes, organic love, Pisces, easygoing relationship, things just click, endless conversations, natural chemistry, ride the wave, letting things unfold. See, it's just organic. Like distant admirer, meeting with a stranger, someone fancies you, catching eyes from afar, something about them, it says, planning a move, a secret crush. So there's like a je ne sais quoi about about you. This person finds this je ne sais quoi. They like you a lot. They love the mystery. Remember, I said embrace your shadow, keep that mystery there. A muse, somebody finds you to be a muse. I know, don't you just want to like sip some wine of this? Like it's giving that. I've got like my dragon's blood sage and my little cerise, my little wine right here. Vin. C'est vin. Wine. It's just like, ooh, mm, scrumptious. Okay. A muse. Someone is an artist. Someone could be an artist, like a painter or artistic. I get this energy, artistic energy, a lot during Pisces readings. It doesn't matter what topic we're on. There's somebody artistic is always involved, and I think it's you. Someone finds you to be a muse. They could also be an artist, and that you're a muse for them when they create art. You could both be creatives, or have some sort of hobby or like knack for something creative. Someone is an artist, a unique individual. You are their muse. No ordinary love. It's giving Sade. No ordinary love. You inspire each other. A soul quenching partner. A soul quenching partner. For that soul quenching thirst, my loves. Not my veggie drink separating. Time to drink some soul quenching water. Ooh. Ooh wee. I hit the spot, y'all. Easygoing lover, simple life. See, easygoing lover, the minimalistic lifestyle, making ends meet, happy on the inside. A practical relationship, finding joy in small things. And remember, I said some of you could have like different lifestyles. Some of you could like do van life together or get a tiny home or like buy some land out somewhere in like a nice area far out from town or in another state. Move to another country with this person. Like you could really just be making some really beautiful choices. Some you could also like this person. Some people could think, are you brand new? Or like this person, you guys are positively changing each other, or you have a very positive influence on each other. Excuse me, to where you're changing each other um in a way that's positive. It's like it's in a way where, for example, you guys like sell a house to have more money to travel on the road and just live more free and not be like swamped in bills, or like I don't know, it's like something different. People may judge you for it because it's not conventional, or like what they expect. Again, the expectations, right? The constructs of the ego. But your relationship together is divine. It's like inspiring. It's like it changes other people. Like it makes some think different about the kind of relationship dynamic they want to consider, or you know what I mean? Like those experts will tell you never date these types of people and never do this and that. Like you'll probably be with the exception of every single rule. And that's why I'm saying um some people may say like that's accurate and that definitely aligns with them. But for you, I think it's like so weird. It's almost like polar opposite of what you need to hear. Cause your relationship is gonna be like so different. I'm blocking them because nobody's gonna claim me. The hell are you talking about? Nice, Richard. You're a musician. I love that. Y'all didn't see that. I blocked them. I love that. You're a musician. What's your genre? Okay, and then let's close it out, Pisces. I know you've enjoyed probably just quite enough here. Your essential goddess of Venusian soul. You know the right smells, tastes, and moods to make your lover fall under your spell. Set the tone. They will follow. You know how to set the mood. Like I said, you know your person. It's like you and their body, like when your bodies connect, it's really deep. It's really deep. It's beyond just lust. It's like it's so much more satiating than that. I don't know what's more gratifying than that kind of lust of ecstasy, like ecstasy. It's like it's more than lust, it's love. And it feels so good. I'm not trying to get spicy here, Pisces. I'm just saying it feels Pisces can be very sensual people, but it feels you're gonna thank God it's love and not just lust and something fun to F on. I'm gonna just put it that way, Pisces. I'm gonna just put it that way because when you feel love in your walls, or when you are in somebody's walls full of love, that are full of love. I mean, I'm just this, I don't know, there's little childrens and things like that. I mean, hey, where did you come from? But obviously from your mom and dad, that I'm just playing. But no, for real though, y'all. Just to close this out beautifully, Pisces, and tastefully at that, you're not gonna have to fake it, and with this person, if you know what I'm saying. You don't have to fake it because it's just gonna. You can't fake it. Your face is telling it all. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna just leave it there because it's definitely gonna go downhill from there. So I'm gonna just leave it where I can before YouTube does too much to my videos. Someone's some catnip in the chat because whoever's energy this is, sometimes like, I know. Look, for all the other signs, y'all may want to look into getting to know a Pisces in your area, in your local tri-state area. Because Pisces always seem like such a good vibe. Like it always feels like a relief closing out with Pisces energy. I know not all Pisces are perfect. Let's keep that 100. But there's been a consistent theme of positivity for Pisces. This I don't know if it relates to some of the astrological shifts at this time, but yeah. You play piano into Robert Glasper, neo soul. No, I love some Robert Glasper. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Robert Glasper is great. I enjoy his song with her. I enjoy the one with Erica Badu, Most Def. I mean, I enjoy a lot of the collabs that he does. Very good, great sounding music. I actually learned about him from a Lyft driver a while back, and we just struck up a great conversation about, you know, Robert Glasper, and like I was like, wow, I'm just finding out about him, and that he works with like a lot of artists that I enjoy listening to. Very classy, and he's probably found playing like he's probably playing at events that I would go to. So, it just makes sense. Where they at in Texas, Lou? You in Texas, Lou? Where they at in Texas, Lou? Who? Where? Oh, the Pisces. I'm crying. Look, I blinked for a second. I'm crying. No, for real. Like, and for some of you, this is a Pisces Aries cusper. But what's that cusp called? Oh, they're the cusp of rebirth. Probably because it's the cusp of the last sign and the first sign. So it's like it starts the cycle of the zodiac wheel over again. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed tonight's reading. I hope you loved it, loved it, loved it. And yeah, I will see you again soon. Very soon. So look out for me. You will. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, you guys. Hi, Fat Cat Shoe. How you doing, my love? So, I actually offer personal readings at the link in my bio on the YouTube channel, and also my link in the description box. So, I highly recommend joining their YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Shooting your shot. Okay, Richard. Well, thank you for that. I'll keep that in mind if I'm ever in the LA area. Okay. And at some point, I probably need to do some sort of a meet and greet with you all as well. At some point, it's something I do want to do. Because it's been such a joy connecting with you guys and just responding to your text messages and what your fingers are communicating. I do like in person, like face to face interactions with people. And then I can, feel your energy, you can feel mine, we can vibe out and just, yeah, maybe do some reading. Don't go. Look, I have to go, y'all. Do you see how long I've been on here? For 3.5 hours, and that's not nearly as bad as normal. So I'm glad I did split up the signs. I'm very glad I did that. Because I know how to talk, y'all. I know how to talk. I don't understand how y'all will not get enough of me. Like, I'm tired of hearing my voice. You're not tired of hearing my voice? That's crazy. So I'm going to eat a little something, but I have to get up early to get back into the swing of things because, hey, a girl is busy and I'm running this business and I want to make sure everything is fulfilled. So yes, you guys. I'm gonna start a poll soon, like on the post tab. I really do want to know what you guys' favorite kinds of readings are, like as far as watching tarot on YouTube or however you get your readings. What is your preference as far as content? What is most entertaining for you? You'll be hearing more about that from me because I want to give you guys stuff you're going to want to watch. You know what I mean? So, and I know I'm a smaller channel, so I can't always gauge by the views what's happening until I do something long enough to see a result. You know what I mean? But if I know now what you guys just rather, like what you're actually going to click on and tap into, I'll add that into what I already have planned for the Soul Tribe in the coming weeks and months. But yes, love and hugs. Mwah, ciao. Yes. Thank you. Yes, this was another beautiful live with you guys, Soul Tribe. I'm so grateful, and I shall see you next time. I'm just gonna something says hang around for like 30 more seconds just to see if anything else comes in, but I will be shutting this off at 3 hours and 30 minutes. So, yeah. Let me finish this green juice before I get off alive so y'all can see me being accountable. Because this is nasty. But somehow I like it because it's healthy. It's like it's healing me. Okay. Okay. It's nice juice. Y'all just in here watching me drink this juice is crazy. It's 1:44 a.m. Perfect timing. Okay, so tribe, I think it is time for me to get up at your face. Stop sitting here. One more look, I got one more swig. Ashe. Bye.